Yo, we back. Mind your business. The heartbeat of Jersey, the pulse of the culture. Yo, I'm Solo 109. To my left.
Mars Roman.
Over here, we got your boy ML Scribes, Mark Lee. Follow me on all platforms, MLSCRIBES. And over here to my left, we got
Lexa Kira. Follow me on all platforms.
Yeah.
All
We got all of us together.
I know,
right?
right?
All
four horsemen.
Yo, we in here, yo. So, today, tomorrow we got the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And we spoke about it last week.
Mm-hmm.
Mars, who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
The Chiefs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my team's not in it this year, so I'll probably go with the Chiefs too.
Yeah.
You already know. Cowboys didn't even go, so I'm going where the wind takes me, for real.
Yeah.
As long as Taylor Swift doesn't take that win, I don't care.
I'm just hyped for the Super Bowl performance.
Me too.
Oh, Usher,
Me too.
Usher,
Yes.
yeah. Well deserved.
Isn't it nice that the two teams are opening up for Usher? That's so nice.
So nice, right?
Yeah, basically that's
nice
what
of
it
Pretty
is.
much, yeah.
Yeah.
Love that.
It's the only reason we're watching it.
Me?
Pretty much.
But yo, speaking of the Chiefs, right? So you got Travis Kelce's ex, Kayla Nicole. She's 31. She's dating, it's a rumor that she's dating Patrick Mahomes' little brother, Jackson Mahomes. He's 23. But, so what do you think about that?
So he's 31 and she's 31. He's 23.
But more or less, not even the age. The fact that, they on the same damn team. And he dating his brother. So you think it's a shot at Travis?
I don't know. That's weird. Like my ex dated my brother. I'm a side eye that.
I'm a side-eye my brother. Like,
Wait, she's dating who?
No, she's not dating the brother. She's dating. Remember, she was dating Travis Kelce.
Yeah, she
The
dated
ex.
Travis Kelce.
So she's dating the quarterback, Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick
little
Mahomes' brother. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So he's not even on the
That's
team.
fine.
He's not on the team, but he's a
Okay.
brother to Patrick Mahomes.
it's whatever.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's whatever.
But
That's what it
is it looking crazy on her side?
A little
No.
bit.
I wouldn't say so.
I wouldn't say so.
Nah.
They two grown people.
All right. All right.
But now that you asked that, I got a question to kind of piggyback off that, right?
Yeah.
What is the youngest y'all will go dating wise?
Ooh.
Well, I'm 33 now, so maybe like 28.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot, a year younger than me? I'm sorry.
Damn, that's it?
I mean,
He said, damn, that's it?
12 months?
I mean, let's be clear. When it comes to mentality, men lag a little bit as far as maturity goes when it comes to that. So if I'm going to date somebody, at least be on the same maturity level as me.
I feel like
I feel that.
I think dudes mature like later.
Way
Yeah,
later.
that's why
I'm
like,
not even gonna hold you.
Go back?
Yeah. I mess up a
Now
lot
I feel
of
like I'm
relationships like that.
babysitting. Like, no.
I'm 32 right now. I'd say the lowest I'll probably go is 25. Like I had. Wait, is that weird?
No. So all right. So
So what y'all got to talk about?
I feel like 25. You should have mature conversation going. Like you said, women mature faster.
You know what? Let me retract that statement. I feel like if y'all were able to be in the same high school at the same time, at least years-wise, I feel like that should be okay. Beyond that, I'm like, okay, if we couldn't even be in the same school together during those times.
So you're saying like 4 years apart, that's max.
That's maxed out, bro. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to put that in my hat and ring on that one.
Yeah, I still say 25, 26 maybe.
So at any age, you saying 4 years max?
Yeah.
4 or 5?
Yeah, because as the older you get, these young people, maybe it's just a personal preference for me. I don't really dig the young dudes like that. So
Yeah, I wouldn't go too much younger, but I would go a lot higher.
a lot higher.
I'm the opposite. I wouldn't go too much higher.
Not too much higher, but
Like
the 4 years up and 4 years down. I guess.
I'm 33. I'm 32. Max I'll go age wise is maybe 35.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell y'all.
Nah, I've seen some 60-year-old women though.
You?
I've seen some ladies that are 60.
So
that-
you
that's
about to
killing these young girls, yo.
So you about to date
No.
Sister Ernestine?
No. I'm not saying
Sister
that.
Ernestine.
I'm not saying that. But yo, I'm saying that I've seen some older women that, yo, I might will consider it.
And guess what? When you grow old with that person, she might look the same way at 62. But hey, if you find somebody that's 60 and you 30, what happens when you turn 60?
I mean, realistically,
Sits in the ground. So what we talking about?
realistically, if I'm not really serious about homegirl, and it's just temporary, then anybody can get it. But if I'm really trying to take you seriously,
Anybody can get it, yeah.
anybody can get it.
All I'm saying is your kids cannot be older than me.
Yeah. Oh, shit, yeah. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
The kids shouldn't be in the same age bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I have more in common with your child than you, that's the problem.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's the issue.
I'm just saying it. I dated some people and their kids is like 35.
Yeah?
Nah.
All right.
Wait. You dated dudes or whatever, but you dated somebody and their kids were 35.
And they had grandkids.
So how did that go?
It went fine for me.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You secured the bag?
of course.
Okay,
Hey.
that's all that matters. That was the only question I needed
That's
to
all that
ask.
matters.
As
That's
long
all
as
that
both
matters.
parties knew what was going on.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, as long as he knew
Of course.
what it was.
As long as both parties knew what was going on, hey, I say let adults do what adults do.
What adults do.
Consenting adults.
It's a contract. So hey.
Now, yo, you got Selena, her killer, the lady that killed her back in the day. She's getting out possibly by next year.
So I know she put out a press statement. Oh, I'm gonna tell my side, lady. Nobody cares about your side.
I think a lot of people going to tune in.
Oh, absolutely, they're going to tune
People
in.
going to tune in, man.
And still
I
hate
don't
on
know,
it.
but like, I'm surprised she lived this long.
Well, because she's in prison. She's probably in protective custody. Who knows? Some people said, like, I've been watching a couple of the comments, things like that. People say, like, oh, my aunt was locked up with her, whatever. But when you get the fuck out,
So I ain't gonna lie. So a part of me does want to know what
See?
exactly happened that night.
Why she do it?
and she says, like, she has some I guess, information, some type of story that a lot of people don't know about Selena.
And that's how she going to make her money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. It's gonna come with the territory, but she's gonna profit off this, and I hate it.
Oh, she's definitely going to profit.
Big time. Big time.
It's the fact that I feel like this falls underneath like the popularity of like true crime and all that, and the curiosity of people wanting to know some of the gruesome details of like right before her last moments and stuff like that. So that's like the draw of it. But it's still unfortunate that killers like Jeffrey Dahmer, this lady, they're oh boy, dead, but she's profiting off of her killing, basically.
I wouldn't be surprised if she got like agents and managers like trying to
hitting her
contact
up.
her. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure she's gonna come out and give it a week. She gonna have her interview, her sit down, and it's gonna get crazy views.
Yeah, plus it depends on who's interviewing her. Because certain people ask those type of crazy-ass questions. You get what I'm saying? Like, some people's going to be, like, modest. Some people going to go in.
I wonder, like, like you said, who's going to interview her? What are they going to be interviewing her? Are they going to throw a bunch of softballs? Like, are they going to, like, or actually get to the, like, hard-hitting, why did you do what you did? Like, what was going on?
Who do you think would be a good interviewer?
Oh, man. I think it's going to be somebody that's probably going to have to dive, like, deep into her mind a little bit.
Oprah, Gayle King.
Nah, not
No.
Oprah. Hell no, not Oprah.
not
Too
even
much
like-
going on with Oprah right now. She need to take a back seat for the rest of 2024.
Who's going to be the one? Who's going to actually want to be the one to sit down?
Well, it can't be no Shay or, like,
No, absolutely not.
Tasha K, nothing like that. It got to be, because that's going to go like some ratchet left type shit. You get what I'm saying? But it got to be like a serious-ass interview.
Like I don't know if Diane Sawyer is still alive, but maybe Diane Sawyer, maybe Gayle King.
Yeah, there's a few people out there that can do it. But they have to go, like, into her mind. Like
They gotta really
what were you
dive
thinking
deep.
that night?
What's the show? 60 Minutes?
Yeah,
60 minutes.
Because if she could do that, the 60 Minutes thing.
yeah.
This shit going to take some time. Yo,
I don't know how much time it could take. Like, cause we only just want to know, like, yo, why'd you do it?
Yeah, but you're not gonna get that information right away.
You definitely not.
Nobody's gonna want to sit there. Oh, I was born in yada yada yada,
Ain't nobody
Mexico.
trying to
I don't want to hear a life story. I don't want to hear.
Oh, they're gonna give you the life
I
story.
don't want to hear none of that.
Absolutely.
They're gonna give you the life
But
story. It's the build up.
They need the beginning.
I don't want to hear how
how
she met Selena. I don't want to hear none of that.
Well, that is a lot of people do want to hear that, like how they met, how did she become?
But we
part
know
of
how she met her through the other movie, Selena.
Yeah, we got the movie, but they take out they leave probably a lot
They
of
left a lot of
They
stuff out.
dramatized it.
Yeah,
Yo, it'd be crazy if Jennifer Lopez interviewed her.
nah, yo.
It'd be crazy.
I don't even think J Lo wanted to touch that.
Yo,
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen, but it'd be crazy. It'd be a crazy twist.
Yeah, for you to interview a person like that, like that's gonna be man, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot. But when she gets out, they're gonna be on her ass.
She's gonna be, I feel like she's gonna be in like protective custody.
Witness
Out.
protection. She has to be.
Yeah.
Mexicans ain't playing.
Nope.
Oh no.
Oh, not at
That's
all.
a cartel
Nope.
hit right there. That's there you go. If anything, 'cause she was the light of the Mexican culture, man,
Yeah.
on both sides,
Basically.
the
Yeah.
country and the United States.
Yep.
Yeah, it's over. I don't see
That
her
was
lasting.
their Beyonce.
Yeah, she was Mexican
Pretty
Aaliyah.
Pretty much.
You know what I
Hey.
mean?
Like, I don't see her lasting too much longer outside of jail.
Nah. So, yo, do you believe in prison reform?
Okay. So I watched like this Netflix documentary, and they do like they go around to like different countries and show like how they do their prison reform, right?
Oh, I think I know which one you're talking
And it
about.
was one of them. They wasn't in bars. It looked like they was at college. They had their own little grocery store. They could go shopping and stuff like that. It was preparing them to go back into the outside world. To me, that's prison reform. But just having somebody locked up behind a cage and you treating them like shit. And I understand like they criminals, but still one day you're gonna let them out, and then you're gonna expect them to thrive in society.
Yeah, it's a catch-22 with me, because it's like, I believe if you've done the most heinous crimes, I feel like locking you up ain't enough. Like, just putting you behind bars ain't enough. I feel like you need to feel some type of pain. That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you murdered this 83-year-old lady, but we're gonna give you college courses. Like, that don't sit right with me. Like, we're gonna try to retrain you into. No, I don't. Nah, I want you to try to. I want an attempt to at least have you feel the same pain that you inflicted on other people.
But
So you
that's
don't
how
feel
they
like-
get their money.
Yeah.
Dude, that's how they get their funding, doing that stuff like that, having the college courses and the this and the that from the government. That's how they get their money.
Yeah.
So you don't feel like they can integrate back into society?
I feel like it depends on the crime.
It depends on the crime.
Murder.
Depending on
Severity of it?
The severity of it.
severity and the situation.
Like,
at
if it was
hand.
self-defense, all right, nah.
There's a lot of
you
people that were in like domestic violence situations where one party unfortunately passed away, and in certain cases it was self-defense, and they're still rotting in jail for that, for not basically letting the other person kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So depends on the person.
especially with the way that, like, Jersey gun laws are now. Like,
So if you ain't have my money, and I came and smoked that ass, I shouldn't be able to get back out.
Not for a very long time. Like, I gotta see measurable proof that you've learned your lesson.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's supposed to be the whole point of prison reform, but a lot of these prisons, they
Don't reform.
they don't reform at all. It's just, I'm gonna lock you up, throw away the key,
I'm gonna put you
and
around a
hope
bunch
you
of
get
other
better.
criminals.
Right. Put you in a dangerous situation. Y'all putting murderers with people that's in there for armed robbery.
Yeah.
It's just like,
It needs to be like a little bit of separation, but there is hardly any. The only like part of the prison that's really like separated is like child and sex offenders. That's the
Yeah.
only ones that really have their
And
own
cops.
section. Well, former cops, yeah.
While we're on the subject, right?
Yeah.
And it's probably going to be a tough one, but what do you guys think of allowing transgenders into the prison of the gender that they identify?
I don't think it's acceptable, man. I don't think so. That's like going to the public bathroom.
Again, you have to separate them. I'm not trying to be funny because let's say I identify as a man and they put me in with men. You're putting me in a position to get sexually assaulted because they're not going to see me as a man. They're going to see me as a female with a vagina, and they've been locked up, not getting nothing for a while.
Y'all heard about the women's prison in Jersey, right?
Yeah.
What about it?
So the women's prison in Jersey, I forgot, it's not exactly what the name of the women's prison was, but a transgender woman, a biological man that identified as a woman, said he identified as a woman, so they sent him to a women's prison. Mm-hmm. Got a bunch of female inmates pregnant. Got a bunch of female inmates pregnant.
That's another thing that
that's the stuff you have to worry about. Like nobody cares about what you identify as. You have to worry about the sexual assaults and getting multiple people pregnant and stuff like that because they behind bars and they horny.
I feel like it should be a case by case scenario. To be honest with you, like I feel like they need to closely monitor that just to see, because there are cases, I do agree with you, there are sexual assault cases, but there are more cases of them being assaulted in the opposite prison or them being actually killed, especially people that identify as women but they were born a man and they were sent to men prisons. What do you think is going to happen to them?
Yeah, I think
that the worst case
That's
scenario.
why I say you don't.
This goes not only for prisons. It goes for all these corporations that want to like raise the rainbow flag and like create gender neutral bathrooms, all this stuff. If y'all really about that, supporting transgender, trans rights, create individual spaces for them.
Yeah, I'm with that, man. Because if if I'm sending my daughter in to use a bathroom and I can't go in there, of course.
There's family bathrooms. Do you know that, right?
Yeah, but not everywhere got it.
That's true.
Yeah.
I feel like there should be
it.
options for that for you guys as well, because there are people like you, there are fathers that have daughters, and you guys should have a space for that too. Because at the end of the day, no matter what age she is, especially before the age of 8 or 9, she shouldn't be going to the bathroom by herself either way. Whether it's in your possession or not, she shouldn't be going by herself anyway.
It was like a couple years ago, I think during COVID, like there was an issue of the Wii Spa in LA where like this transgender man went into the women's like locker room and they were trying to and the women were trying to enjoy their spa, and this transgender man just like let his whole dick out, just like stretch out, dick and balls, just like wide open. Now these little girls and these women have to just look at this. Because I see myself as a woman. Like, no, bro.
But then if they didn't let her in there, she would have been trying to scream discrimination.
Yeah.
That's why I'm just like, all these companies that are so woke and out and proud, put your money where your mouth is. Take your money and create individual spaces for them.
I do have a quick question. Have you guys ever went to a gender neutral bathroom, actually used the bathroom?
Yeah.
You said a gender neutral bathroom?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, because I went to a couple.
Well, you know what? I think the club had it where everybody just went in there. I don't think it was no issue.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. What is the actual issue if at home and our houses is gender neutral? Mm-hmm. Right. We use the same bathroom as our children. I have a son too. Have to use the bathroom just like he does.
I think it's the idea of walking into the bathroom and me seeing not me, but a female seeing a man and she just acting all shocked and shit.
And so
especially older women,
there have been cases where women were assaulted by transgender men. Women were assaulted by transgender women. Sorry.
Yeah, and there are a lot more cases of straight men just walking into bathrooms and assaulting women as well. So, I'm that type of person. If we're going to put that shit out there, let's put it all the way out there across the board. There's a problem like that. And we do need separation in some degree. But if we're going to, drive home on this particular issue, we have to put it all across the board.
So there are, right? And so there are laws on the books for men that go into women's spaces and invade them, right? 100%. There are laws. There's already laws on the books. But when you say to this group of people, we're going to allow you leeway because of your condition, and give you the space of allowing you into these female spaces, whereas you wouldn't previously before, that gives a lot of space for these like atrocities to happen. So I feel like if, like I said, create their own spaces, and like we have gender neutral bathrooms in our homes, but we're not inviting the public into our home.
That's also true. I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm the odd one out of, I don't think it's as big of a deal as the media is claiming it to be. And if me as a woman is able to piss in a stall while you take a urinal, which was only a 2-minute transaction, we both wash our hands and then go out the bathroom. That's why it's like, I get where you coming from, but it's like, it's not as a big of a deal as, I don't view it as big of a deal as what it's made out to be.
How big of a deal does it have to be?
I mean, explain.
So it's like, for example, I'm going to kind of pivot, but not really. So
what has to happen in order to change your mind?
So like when they allow trans women into sporting competitions, right? Mm-hmm. And these women dominate, right? Like, a lot of people that are like pro-trans rights are like, it's not really that many, but okay, well, how many women have to lose a title? How many biological women have to have to lose a title?
I already told you they can have like their own particular section of sports, just like how women had to have our own particular section of sports. It is what it is on that particular part. But as far as bathrooms, we're talking about bathrooms. And we're talking people about using bathrooms. And there are going to be times where people are going to be inappropriate and basically assaulting people. Whether they're straight, bi, gay, or transgender, is a universal problem. Yeah. Now, if we can tackle the problem universally, then I can understand that. But I feel like we're putting more attention on the gay agenda, the transgender agenda, rather than the whole issue of sexual assault.
So there's a whole issue with sexual assault, right? But
yes,
because we're allowing this, these issues are increasing in large.
Okay.
These issues, like, sure, there's a proportionate, there's always going to be sexual assaults, right? But if you purposely make it easy to happen, it's going to happen. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think we should be given it any space to happen, regardless if it's a 2-minute transaction, but like that 2-minute transaction is just enough time for something to happen.
I agree, but we can agree to disagree in part of that.
I think, like you said, I think it'd be like a case-by-case basis.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, anything can happen to anyone. It can happen to you.
Anywhere.
It can happen to me.
Yep.
Anywhere. And a lot of them, like, you don't really know that they're even gay or transgender. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you fuck around and get raped as a man. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know. Like, you just don't know. Yo. I mean, it's case-by-case basis.
Yeah, so some of them you know, some of them you don't know.
Yeah.
Because, like, in my head, like, when I get into my, like, logical brain, right?
Yeah.
In order for you not to know, right? Like, let's say a transgender woman got, like, the surgeries, they got, implants or whatever, right?
Yeah.
That's it. Like, just logically, logistically speaking, that's a lot of money, right?
For the surgery?
Surgery, for the hormones.
It's a lot to change that's basically changing your whole life.
Yeah.
So for you to go through that they go through a mental toll, they go through a physical toll, and this goes on for years. So I understand your plight in regards to people that are, I guess, not all the way transition, or they claim to be one particular sex, but they're still presenting as another. I understand in that particular plight. But in regards to people that, if I look at you and I see a woman, I'm not looking for no Adam's
Exactly.
apple, all
I'm not
that
looking
other
for
stuff.
nothing extra.
I feel like it should not matter because sis is not looking at you. Sis is not looking at the other person to assault. They're trying to go to the bathroom and trying to blend in like everybody else.
And it's not necessarily for like the people that just want to go in and just use the bathroom, right? Of course, right? But you give room for bad actors when you say, oh well, and when you make the blanket, all trans women can use the biological women bathroom.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I feel like if somebody's gonna do some bullshit, they're gonna do it regardless.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
even
like,
a straight man, they're gonna do it
with
regardless.
all these
yeah.
restrictions, it's still gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because even the men's bathroom, I mean, you got dudes in there raping boys, teenagers, whatever like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Young children.
Yeah.
That's why I say we should have a family bathroom, of course,
Yeah.
for people that, I'm a mom, I'm a stepmom, you're a father. I'm not sure if anybody else has kids here.
Yeah, I
yes.
have a son.
So
Okay,
you
I
have
got
a
no
son,
kids yet.
and there's places where we can't physically walk in with our children. That's scary for me too. We should have
Yeah.
a space for that. But blaming it all on the transgender community when there has been assaults way before all of this is kind of crazy to me. But we can agree to disagree upon that.
Yep.
Yeah, man. That was a good one, though. That was a good one. Yeah,
good.
that's. I think that's gonna be like always
There's
a
an
debate.
ongoing debate.
That's up there with like politics and religion. That's always gonna be like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? There's mad different opinions on that one.
Yeah.
It's a part of politics.
Yeah. But Jersey just recently made a list of the worst cities in Jersey, right? So I know you got of course we all know who number one is.
Camden.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, but Newark was up there, number 10. Whatever the whole list.
We went down a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, they got Salem on there. It's like a little town in South Jersey. I don't even know.
Wait, Salem is on what part of the list though?
It was a number 9, I think.
Number 9.
Yeah.
How many cities were in the list?
10.
10.
10 cities. Okay.
Yeah.
And we came in North came in number 10.
Number
Salem
10.
Number 9.
Yeah. But I guess they're going by population and crimes.
And crime
so,
rates.
of course, it's gonna be different. Mm-hmm. We all know Newark. Yeah, we all know Newark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
That's
But
all
the
you
question
gotta say.
is, right? So other than that, who would be? Of course, not a number 10 list, but like, what would be 2 places in Jersey that you feel like you cannot drive through while black?
While black.
Wild black.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We all heard of these towns where they're like, yo, be careful out there. Clark, for me, is number 1.
Word.
So
Yeah, Clark, yo.
actually, I work in
I
Clark.
kind of like it over there.
I
No,
work in
it's
Clark.
cool, but the mayor got in trouble and the police chief over shit they said about blacks and different things. But everybody knows like driving black in Clark.
I would say Ocean County.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're not going to pick a town. We're just going to say the county.
whole county.
The whole county.
The whole county.
We're just going to give it to that. The shore towns, you
Yeah.
already know. You see Trump flags.
I'm gonna be
flying.
real.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. This might surprise y'all, but East Orange.
Because of the
Oh,
cops.
definitely.
East Orange cops.
The cops, yeah.
East Orange
Yo, you
cops.
ain't
are
lying,
the
man.
worst.
I just drove through EO the other day and I was like, fuck, I just want to get up out of there, man.
Surprisingly, East Orange cops are the worst.
Yeah, that's always been the way it was, always.
Does anybody else just drive around East Orange? Because I will go the long way just so I don't drive through it, to be honest.
Nah, I'll drive through, but
I'll drive through.
I'll definitely pay attention to
Yeah, I make
speed limit and everything.
I gotta make sure I'm not running no stop signs,
Yeah.
not going through no lights. If it's a yellow light and I think I can make it through, I'm not pushing it. I just stay at the yellow light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about states? Is there a state that you feel?
A state?
Yeah, that you feel like a little suspect driving through?
Oh, suspect? Oh, shoot.
The South.
Virginia for me.
The South.
Okay. Oh, hold up. I got people down there.
No,
Depends on what part.
I rock with VA. But
Yeah.
driving through there, I feel like a little uncomfortable.
I would say
I'm gonna say
the
Alabama.
Kakalakis.
Alabama?
I'm gonna say Alabama.
Ooh, yeah, that just hearing the name Alabama, just Alabama, Mississippi. That civil rights, yeah.
You got to go on like the small towns like South Carolina.
Yeah.
I mean, my grandma from down there, but let's just say I seen the burning cross.
You saw that?
Driving by, and I'm like, oh, because you know when you're driving through, you know, a road with forest on each side, basically, and you see like a little light in the darkness on the side, and you just see it's up and crossing over, and I'm like, oh, we need to drive faster. So that's what we did.
So I'm a fan of this country singer named Morgan Wallen, right?
Yeah.
And he's from Sneedville, Tennessee. And he sings about how he has such fond memories and how he's driving through parking lots going crazy as a teenager. And I'm just like, I'll probably like he makes it seem like so great. I'm just like, let me try to take a trip down there to see like where he grew up or whatever. I Googled it and I'm just like, yeah, no, this is not a place for black people at all. No.
But the artist is not black.
I know. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm just like, yeah, no.
You heard him driving through the parking lot as a teenager.
Yeah. I heard like, oh, like, yo, this is dope small town stuff. I'm like, small town values. But then I look at the pictures, I'm just like, yeah, nah, this looks like sundown town.
Now, if you said Jimmy Allen and looked up his town, then okay, like we can work with something.
Wait, who's Jimmy Allen?
He's a black country singer.
Yeah. He did one song with Nelly, and I think it's another artist that did a song with T.I. too. There's a lot of like Southern rappers trying to do collaborations with
across in the country,
country artists, which I appreciate. Gives a little new sound.
Yeah, there's a lot of country artists.
Nelly did it with Tim McGraw.
Yeah.
He's from Delaware, I think. But I looked up that town. I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not. Cancel that.
You ain't going.
I ain't
going either.
Speaking of Delaware, they had this girl that just got interviewed. I think her name is
Sukiyana.
Yeah, you saw that shit? Where she was like, yo, I'm not a musician.
I don't do magic.
She's like, but I do music. She's like, yo, I think you misinterpreted what I just said.
She acts like that on purpose.
Yeah, she just.
You think she does?
She really does act like that on purpose. Yeah. This is a marketing strategy. She's a fucking genius. What are you talking about?
She's very smart.
I don't know, because I never heard of the chick before this little interview or the clip. I never heard of it.
Pretty much how she came to be, like just acting dumb.
Yeah.
But before like the Instagram fame, she was kind of on that Hotep spiritual shit though. Mm-hmm. If you follow her, she was really on like selling waist beads and being one with yourself and blah blah and all this other stuff.
I would never know.
I mean, it's more profitable to be a city girl than to be Erykah Badu right now.
Unfortunately.
So yeah, this is true.
So, that was an L for the culture. A W for her, but an L for the culture.
She's the one that, oh God, I hate repeating that lyric. She's the one who made the song, "Eat a nigga's ass. Eat a nigga's ass."
Wait, that's her?
Yeah,
that's her.
Oh my God.
She said, "I'll be eating his ass.
Eat my ass. And then eat his ass." I'm like, oh, y'all just booty bumping. Oh my God.
That's that pussy rap.
Yeah, pussy rap.
That's that pussy rap you was talking about.
That's exactly.
Oh shit, yo.
The pussy. Oh, instead of pussy R&B.
Yep, pussy rap. I hate it.
Rap.
Hey man, you got Farnsworth Bentley about to come out.
Farnsworth,
he might be ready to talk,
him?
yo. He might be ready to talk.
Where
son.
did they find him?
I don't know, man. He posted.
He came out.
Well, you know. Well, no, not. He's not coming out the closet or nothing.
No, I meant from hiding.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because I guess he made a post about like what Jay-Z said during the speech. When I get nervous, I tell the truth.
Like,
so he posted that. But then people were saying that he might be ready to talk about Diddy.
Oh,
because he's right there.
Absolutely.
The secrets he must know.
I think that was like one of the first questions people was asking.
Yeah, but you know if the money's right.
But it was wasn't there a rumor that he was one of like Diddy's lover boys, in a sense? Because at the end of the day,
that wouldn't surprise me.
Who, as a black man, are you gonna walk around following another black man in a linen button up with the umbrella on the beach? And you not an actual butler, like an actual one? Nah, that's a little.
I always wondered, is his name real? Like, is that his real name?
I don't think so.
No, that's Amsworth was like the name that Diddy gave him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that sounds like a
It
made up
sounds
name.
prestigious, like
Farnsworth Bentley.
Yeah.
But all their names be made up.
Yeah, everybody makes up their name. Everybody.
Yeah, but like
The rappers, everybody.
Yeah.
well, he wasn't a rapper, so I'm just thinking like, oh, maybe that's just his name. Maybe he comes from like English lineage or something. I don't know.
Nah, man. But he might be ready to talk, yo. That's crazy.
Secrets he must know. He has to know.
What do you think he knows?
Oh, he knows a lot.
Ooh, he know where the bodies are buried.
Literally,
I think he knows a lot.
I feel like on the literal tip, I feel like he know what happened to Ken.
I feel like a lot of people are gonna try to get ahead of the situation just in case they like low key get exposed. Too.
Oh yeah.
Of
People
course.
trying to clean up everything right now, man. There's a
There's a-
lot coming out.
I know Diddy's office is just shredding papers right now, just shredding them,
course.
deleting all the videos.
He resigned as like the head of Revolt. A lot of alcohol brands dropped him.
Yeah.
Did he resign or did he get dropped?
I think did Ciroc drop him?
They probably give him the option
Yeah.
of resigning before you just get
Yeah, before
dropped.
you just like
You know?
Oh dang,
It's like at work. Like, look, you can quit.
you can quit.
If you don't.
we gonna
Oh,
blast
yeah,
you.
you,
Yeah,
we
it's
gonna
coming.
fire you,
It's
big
coming.
dog.
So I mean, do you think Diddy's done?
I don't see how you can come back.
I just think he gonna lay low for a little bit.
Gonna lay low for like a good year or two.
And come back out?
Come back
And then,
out.
yeah.
Nah, I
Shimmy
don't
and
think
shake it.
that cancel. Maybe early 2000s, maybe, but like now, I think cancel culture.
Is
I don't think nobody like during the early 2000s. R. Kelly could like chill, go away for a minute,
Yeah.
and then make a hot song, and then come back and be relevant.
And then
Make another barbecue song and be relevant.
yeah.
He ain't get away with that now. Like, and in every interview, R. Kelly did from like 2015 forward, they brought that up. Like, nah, like you was with them kids, and he's like, so R. Kelly couldn't get away with it. So I don't think Diddy's gonna be able to get away with it either.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You think any men gonna come forward?
Any men to
Yes.
say they got?
I hope.
I think.
Like, I'm itching for it to
I
happen.
really want it. Like,
I can see a man coming forward, but it won't be a man like that's in the public eye like we think. I don't think so.
Oh, none of the rappers are gonna come forward, but we know y'all out there.
Oh, we know.
Oh, we know.
Security guard. You
Security
putting it out
guard,
there.
bodyguards.
Yeah, they talking about. They be naming names, man.
That's why you need to pay your people before your
I
people.
want Shine to
To do what?
to tell it all too.
What
But
about how he just pretty much got put out there?
I mean, he's super Orthodox Jew, so I don't think he want.
Well, he's in the politics now.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's right. He is.
Yeah, he's in the politics. He's heavy out there. To me, he look like Obama.
he low key do right.
He
Kinda,
looks like
sorta.
Obama. Yeah.
he look like Obama.
But yeah, he's heavy out there, man. So I don't think. Well, he still does a lot of interviews too, though. He's still heavy into the hip hop culture out here. But him doing an interview to tell it all, like,
Because I'm trying to figure out like him, Mace, and what's the other rapper, Loon?
Loon, yep.
yeah, Loon.
Did they all become like mad religious after
Yeah, it's crazy, yo.
dealing with
Yeah.
Diddy?
And what? G-Dep?
He turned himself in, right?
Yeah, for a murder that he did. He got away with it.
He got away with it and then turned himself in.
Turned himself in.
Wow,
But
Something
everybody kind of went a little crazy. Like,
something not right.
I fell
wonder-
back a little bit.
Speaking of, I wonder what J-Lo knows.
Now that would be the interview that might expose a little bit.
But she got away so fast from after the shooting, right? And it was just like
I
she
feel
just
like she was one of the
disappeared.
first people out of like that section.
I think her PR team was like, "Nah, that's it.
Absolutely
that's
not.
it. Just hip hop shit.
Just hip-hop,
Jiggy
yeah,
from the
you're
block,
done.
get done."
You're done.
That's it.
You ain't from the block no
You
more.
ain't.
That's
you
it.
going away from the block.
And that's when she started doing the roles, like playing like Italian roles and shit like that. All the Puerto Ricans was mad, like,
Put that rhinestone bandana away.
yeah, man.
Y'all funny.
I think that cancel culture is serious though, man.
Yeah.
So I think Diddy's done. I think TD Jakes is done. I think a whole lot of people out there is just that's it.
But
I
good.
think TD Jakes, man, I think that's unfair, man, because he just went to a party. Like, he just went to a party like, no, you was doing shit with Diddy, and like, yo.
I don't know, man. There might be some shit that we just don't know. But then, first of all, if I'm the man of the cloth or whatever like that, I'm not getting no situation like that. I'm not going to no damn Diddy party.
Yeah, bro. I feel like okay. I don't even want to say like regular questions because I Okay, I wouldn't go to a Diddy party. I'll go to an industry party, but not a Diddy party. I'm good off of that. But like,
I think back in the day, I would have went to a Diddy party.
yeah, back in the day.
But now that I know, nah.
But didn't Kelly Price say a lot of them church going people be into
know,
all
yeah.
that crazy stuff?
Oh yeah, why do you think there's
Yep.
all these little ass Christians running around
Yeah.
with hardly any wedding ring?
That's probably the one thing that I think I respected most about like the Muslims. Now I'm not into Islam at all, but I always respected the fact that like they're like mad serious with their religion, man. They don't fuck around.
Yeah.
I mean, you got some that play.
So, yeah,
You got some that dip and dab, but for the most part, they're way more. They take their religion way more serious than Christians. For me,
and I respect that. I do respect that. One thing I could rebuttal on that is because of how in media Christianity is now so commercialized that people can't take it seriously anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Versus Islam and their various sections of them, they're not in the media eye like that because they're kind of. I always say it like this: if Islam was the main religion that white people really would follow, I guarantee you it would be a lot more commercialized than Christianity would have, and it would take a lot of big of a turn in regards to that, unfortunately.
But you know, after 9/11, they took being Muslim as you being a terrorist.
Yeah.
So that's why a lot of people don't really care for that religion, even though that's not
because of the media.
Exactly, because of the media.
but now it's coming back though. Now it's coming back.
I mean, it was always there, but
going Muslim.
Yeah, because if you know the truth, that's why I always tell people when you try to go into some type of religion, you have to do your own research and not just sit there and let somebody tell you what this is or what that is. Like, you could tell me what's in the Bible, and I'm just supposed to sit here and believe you? Or can I go and read it myself and see if that's what you're telling me is actually true?
Yeah, the amount of religious debates I've had with people that don't know
their own.
Not only don't know their own Bible, don't know where the Bible came from, like what parts, like how is the Bible structured? They don't know anything about the Council of Nicaea, the council that pretty much picked and chose which books when
and people don't even know what books that have been
excluded.
Yeah,
that's why
they don't know. They just this book is true because I believe it, and that's it.
No, I feel like everybody, whether it is Judaism, Christianity, Islam, everybody should have questions and like more or less, I wouldn't say challenge, but at least have questions from what the text has been written. Because at the end of the day, those stories in each text can be true, but also it can be, exemplified at the same time as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, all religious books have some form of truth in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you look at the Quran and the Bible, like it's very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
The Old Testament at least.
Yeah, they all come from the same Abrahamic religion.
Yeah. So I feel like it's somebody telling the same type of story, but just in a different perspective.
Because you know why? Because, that's why they're kind of fighting right now, over there. Because during that time, a lot of these people were there at that time. And there's basically all these religious texts are really just historical textbooks, just letting them know what has occurred, what has happened. Because believe it or not, in the Quran and in their Torah, they do acknowledge the existence of Jesus Christ. Do they say that he is the Son of God? No, not necessarily. Yeah. But they do acknowledge his existence. He was there. So it's all in everybody's interpretation.
A lot of the religions don't believe that he was a prophet.
Yeah, a lot of like most religions, they believe that Jesus was a son, just like we're all apparently sons.
Yeah.
I think in Islam they call him a prophet.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call Jesus a prophet in Islam.
No, I think they called them like either a false prophet or anything like that because, of course, Muhammad in that book, that's the true prophet.
That's the prophet. Prophet
so
Muhammad,
that's why there's a little bit of that discrepancy, but in a lot of cases, it's just historical text. Just let them know what occurred, what happened.
Yeah.
Dates and times might be changing, but yeah.
And another thing is like with the Islam and Christianity, it's like the values, right? Christianity is very lenient, right?
Yeah.
Turn the other cheek, forgive them 77 times.
Times 7.
Yep, times 7. Islam don't play that. Like, if you don't believe, back at the times of the Quran, if you don't believe, you die. You convert or be killed. That's it. If you leave the faith, you're supposed to be excommunicated. It's a wrap for you. Christianity, they don't have that. In Christianity, there's a theme of forgiveness.
Yeah.
So that's why Christianity isn't taken as seriously as Islam. The values are different.
I get that. I feel like in all these texts, it's just supposed to teach you how to be a good person at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Just don't be an asshole. Be good to one another. Don't kill people. Don't steal from people. Don't sleep with nobody's wife. That's basically kind of the gist of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of what, everything else, unfortunately, is up to interpretation because it's constantly been rewritten and all these things. So.
This is getting heavy.
Yeah.
Yo, when Jussie Smollett got arrested, do you think he did that shit? I know right now he's trying to get it overturned. Did you ever think that really happened?
What do you mean? Did you think he lied, or do you think what happened to him actually happened?
Do you think he lied?
No, yeah, he lied.
Yeah.
The story just didn't make no sense.
It wasn't concise.
You had the African dudes that came out and admitted that they had a role in it, right?
First of all,
if
you get jumped and the noose put around your neck, why are you still wearing the noose when the police come?
Yeah.
I would at least show it on the ground, hey,
why are you still wearing it?
There was a noose involved.
Come on, fam.
Yeah, it just sounded like suspect from the whole jump, man. But I was more or less mad because I was like, yo, the show Empire, I was rocking with it, yo.
Yeah, I was rocking with it.
I liked it.
I loved it.
I was rocking with it for a long while.
Yeah.
I stayed till the end. I stayed till the very last episode. But I don't know if he just did something crazy because they were trying to get him out of here on Empire. But I liked his character. I liked his character development. It just sucks that. Yeah,
he had a good character. He had good music too.
Yeah.
Actually, I felt like Empire in general, they did have good music from a lot of their artists.
Yeah.
So it's just unfortunate that it had to just abruptly end like that.
That sucks.
And I think old boy, what's his name? Terrence Howard. I think he quit acting after that, right? Didn't he say he was going to quit Hollywood?
No, because he did. He did.
Best
Man.
The Best Man. The series.
Yeah, but after that, isn't he done? There's a few actors that said they're done with Hollywood.
Who?
Him. I know.
Man, I think if you give them the right bag, they right back on it.
Exactly.
Well, I think also part of it is the fact that they said Black Hollywood doesn't really get paid the same as the white counterparts. So they're saying what's?
I feel like that's all industries though, unfortunately.
Yeah, so for them, they're like, yo, what's the point?
Speaking of
rents due, I don't know.
Yeah,
the same way we got to go to work every day.
Yeah, I guess their heart just ain't into it. You know what I mean?
So I was watching DJ Vlad TV, and DJ Vlad, he made a good argument. He was like, yo. He's like, I know I'm white, right? But the industry doesn't want to fuck with me either. You don't see Vlad TV get nominated for podcast awards. You don't see Vlad TV in the media like that. Industry don't fuck with me either. So, but what did I have to do? I had to become self-reliant, right? Taraji P. Henson could do the same thing. She's built enough staying power in the industry where she could grab a videographer, she could grab some of her actor friends and put out an amazing piece of work and make profit from her people.
Yeah.
That's true.
Sure, she might not do Hollywood numbers, but I'm pretty sure she'll be able to do more than what she's getting.
Yeah.
Like how Tyler Perry is putting people on and doing different shows and different movies and stuff.
Pretty sure she could call up, Terrence Howard. She could call up Jamie Foxx, all the people that work with, start her own production company, invest her own money. As pompous as everybody thought when he said it, what's his? I forgot his name. Dame Dash. He was right when he said yo, you ain't a boss until you put your money up.
Yeah.
And that's what we're gonna have to start doing. We gotta stop relying on Hollywood. We gotta stop relying on the white man to give us shit. We gotta do it, put our own money up and do it ourselves.
That's a fact.
Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel the same way. But you do need that white money to get started, though.
Maybe to get started.
Yeah.
Maybe to get started, right? Everybody has a boss at some point. And to get started, you need that white money. You need some form of equity to start up. But if they're not treating you right, endure the mistreatment for a minute and then branch off and get your own shit.
Yeah.
That's how you're supposed to do it anyway.
I just feel like a lot of people don't put their trust into a lot of things black.
So many things that could be said about that. It's just like,
You know what I mean? There's black banks out there. But are you putting your money there?
Yeah.
it's all about the customer service and how you're treated
Yeah.
when you go into these black-owned businesses. Because sometimes they could be our worst enemy.
Yeah.
When you trying to support them and they just feel like they feel entitled. Like, you have to support them because it's a black-owned business. Instead of us just wanting to support them because of customer service is on point. The services, the whatever y'all providing is on point. Not because you making us feel entitled and then you want to get mad and feel away and say, oh, black people don't never support each other. We do. Y'all just becoming, not all, but some just becoming incorrect.
Or I just don't like this
Agreed.
shit.
I just
Oh,
feel,
man.
I feel like people need
Yeah.
to have like a whole. I worked in customer service before doing office shit, for like 6-7 years, and like you had to go through a lot of training in order to even know how to talk to people, to service people, all this other stuff. People just open a business and then just expect people to just come.
I got
and
a
I'm
story.
like, nah, that's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I got a story. I said this on TikTok, but I'm gonna say it again here, right? So, first time I ever moved out of my parents' house, right?
Yeah.
Moved into this neighborhood in Newark. It's like Sussex. I moved on Sussex, right?
yeah.
Sussex Avenue in Newark, right? That was like right near Rutgers, right near JIT, right? So I'm walking around the neighborhood. I'm just like, all right, let me see what this neighborhood got to offer, yada, yada, yada. I see this black-owned corner store, right? So I'm just like, oh, this is a black-owned corner store? It's up. I'm about to shop with my people. Let's go, right?
Yeah.
I was like, if I want a bacon, egg, and cheese, I'm going to go here. If I want some ramen noodles, I'm going to go here, right? I ain't going to go to Poppy's no more. I'm going to go to the black-owned corner store, shop with my people, invest in black businesses, right? So as soon as you turn the corner to get on the store, right, blasting trap music. You can hear the trap music down the street.
Yeah.
You can hear Chief Keef, because this is around the time Chief Keef was popular.
That's hilarious.
You can hear the Chief Keef blasting down the street. Now, don't get me wrong, like,
I wouldn't say that's a red flag. I would say a soft yellow.
yeah, they be blasting like merengue and bachata in the poppy corner stores, but when you close the door, you don't hear it anymore.
True.
Right. This store, it had a speaker propped up, holding the door open, blasting Chief Keef.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah.
That's a
Right.
different level.
That's a different level, right? So I'm just like, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'm shopping my people. Right? I go in, I look inside. Half the store is lit. Half the store has lights. Half the store is dark.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant lit as in
No. Half the store is light. Half the store is dark.
Yeah.
It's like they only paid the light bill for half the store.
Oh, dang.
Right? I look behind the counter. I see homegirl braiding her daughter's hair behind the counter.
That's the blackest thing I heard so far this
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, it's a hot day. I want a bottle of water. I was like, hey, where's your water, right? She's like, oh, it's in the fridge in the back, right? I'm walking past the aisles. Every other shelf is empty. Like, the condiment shelf is full. The bread shelf is empty. Chip shelf is full. Cereal shelf is empty, right? I was like, yo, what is going on here, right? So I finally get to the fridge, right? They got random shit in the fridge. They got diaper boxes. They got sweet tea. They got random shit in the fridge. They got ramen noodles in the fridge.
Oh,
You was
that's
just
wild.
turned off
What
all
is
the way.
going on, right?
Yeah.
So I finally see the water, right?
Yeah.
Open the fridge. Water is hot as fuck. I'm like, bro, what is going on? So the fridge is dark. Water is hot as fuck. I go to the lady in the front that's braiding her daughter's hair. I'm just like, hey, y'all got any cold water? They're like, nah, like the air conditioning in the fridge don't work. Like we don't have any cold drinks. Like the fridge don't work right now. But it's gonna work like next week. I was like, all right, I'll see y'all later. And I just dipped. And I'm just like, damn, I really wanted to support my people.
It's the same way. We got a bodega like in my neighborhood. I mean, same way, black owned, but they don't never have shit. They don't never have shit, man.
What are you guys' worst customer service experience at like a black owned establishment? If there was one. If there ain't, y'all don't got.
Yeah,
That had to be my worst one.
Okay.
That had to be my worst one.
yeah. I don't feel like most of them have a customer service. It's just like
I think going into like a Caribbean food spot.
No, I feel like that shouldn't count. All right. Wait. That's where I draw the line. We're not going to talk about Miss Shirley like that. Okay? We're not going to talk about her and Miss St. Baptiste. Okay? We're not going to talk about her because the oxtails do be bomb. Okay? I feel like it balances.
The same thing with barbershops. I feel like we put up with a lot of it because the service is
so
essentially
good. Yeah, but it shouldn't be like that.
It shouldn't. No.
Like barbershops, crazy. Don't get me wrong. I love my black barbershops. Y'all kill it. But like, why am I waiting an hour when I made an appointment?
oh
That's
yeah. That's crazy.
Oh, y'all make
Okay, and hair
appointments.
salons.
Oh, girl. Ooh.
Let's talk
yeah.
about these fake cosmetologists out here. That
Okay, so
they charge you for every little thing, and you pretty much got to do every little thing yourself.
I haven't had my head dipped in a bowl in so damn long. The crazy part is, the place I got my color from was at a Dominican curly salon by a black Dominican, by the way. But still, damn, really, I have to go all the way to the Dominicans again?
I think the last time I went into a hair salon was like 2017, and the girl, I think my appointment was like 8 o'clock in the morning. She ain't come till like 12, and then had the nerve to have booked somebody before me, so I had to sit there and wait for the other lady to get her hair done. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna just put you in the sink and put you under the steamer." Like, come on.
Double, triple book. Also, the worst customer service I actually had from a black establishment was actually at a black hair beauty supply store in East Orange. I ain't gonna say no names, but there's only one. Just saying. So I walk in because I knew I wanted to get some pack hair so I can make myself a little quick weave. Okay, cool. So go in. There's an older black man, crunching numbers at the front. Okay, cool. There's not a lot of options in there, okay? And when they're there, it's a little bit more expensive. Okay, when it comes to expense, okay, cool. I understand manufacturing. Don't really like to sell to us versus the Chinese. I understand that. I'll pay the price difference. Go up front. When you buy pack hair, you have to feel the hair a little bit just to see. This man damn near almost cursed me out and snatched the pack of hair when I'm just trying to touch the ends just to see if it's a mix, 100%. I need to know what's on my scalp. So I'm like, sir, I am trying to feel the hair so I can see if I want to at least buy it or not. It was like, oh, you just have to look at it through the pack. Don't touch the hair. I'm like,
That's crazy.
Sir, I was really about to drop $175 in this establishment today, but yeah, you are not getting that today. I hope you have a blessed day. He was like,
And period.
Yeah, hold your jaw up. Because them numbers you was crunching, I was going to actually help you out. I was going to pay a lot for 3 packs and a couple of accessories. But no, I'm going over there. I'm going over yonder since you don't know how to act.
There was this like black tailor that I went to that I didn't have the best experience with because I'm losing weight now and like all my clothes are not fitting. So instead of spending a bunch of money on clothes, I want to just get them tailored. They're cheap, right?
Yeah.
But they don't do the best work. Like I got this coat back here tailored by them, and the sleeves are too short, and the back is already ripped in the stitching.
Oh no.
So, but I gave them grace and leniency. I'm not gonna like blast their names out there because they really shouldn't be in business. They're too old, black women. So it's like y'all need to be retired somewhere. Why y'all still?
Because they probably don't have a retirement plan.
True.
Because remember, we ain't got no pension.
True. I was just like, I'm gonna shoot y'all. I'm just not gonna go here. I'm not gonna like blast y'all business because y'all too old black women.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Sisters trying.
yeah, they trying.
Yeah.
At least they were mean.
Nah, they weren't mean.
Yeah, but I don't feel like customer service. Most black establishment, they don't really have a customer service.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't mind going to each and every, as long as y'all pay me as a consultant, I will teach y'all people and put them in shape, okay?
Yeah.
And watch how much more money they make.
So much more, because you're nice to them, I'll come back. But if you're mean to me, I'm not coming into this motherfucker, let alone spend money. Hell no.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a Dominican barbershop I go to now. I swear to you, since I've been going there, I've never waited. As soon as I step through the door, I sit in the chair. Like there's Dominican barbers all around waiting for me to sit down in the chair. Like, Poppy, come here, I got you. And they do just as good as the black barbers. I'm just like, bro, why can't this work with us?
They are top two. Black barbers and Dominicans, top two. Facts.
Because half of them black anyway. I would hope you know how to do black hair. Well, you black yourself.
Like shit. Black as
But
hell.
that's another topic we'll touch
Yeah.
on. We're not even going to do that. Me no black. Me Dominican. No,
Dominican.
we're
Ain't
not
no
even
black.
going to do that.
Dominican, and I went down to DR. I think it was like my first time out there, and they was the same complexion as me.
Mm-hmm. Look like your cousin.
And I'm like, so y'all really be thinking y'all not black?
I got a story for you. I do. I dated this Dominican man. Of course, North Newark. We already know that. So dated him for a while, and well, on and off, but I noticed certain things that I thought was kind of off. One story he told me, he was like, by the way, my dad used to be racist, but he's not racist no more, kind of, sort of. What you mean, kind of, sort of? He said back when he was like in high school and like college age, there was basically a rule for him not to bring American black girls home. Like, no, don't be bringing them niggas over here. That's basically what he wanted to say. Went into this man's house. Why do you have a big portrait in your living room of all your aunties and uncles, including your father? All they asses is darker than me. So who the fuck? Who are we talking about? Is it a cultural thing? But
Yeah. That's a cultural thing.
Mm-hmm.
That goes. It kind of falls in line.
of everybody hate black Americans.
Yeah. When we talking about the Africans the other week,
Yeah.
it falls into the same category, man. You know,
Yeah.
American women, and a lot of them feel like the same about American men.
Crazy.
That they don't really care if you black per se,
They care that you
but
American.
American black.
How dare
American
you?
black.
Yeah.
And he even asked, he was like, oh, do you speak Spanish? I'm like, oh, nah, I'm a nigga. Negrita. And his face automatically dropped. He's like, oh. I said, yeah, I look like your cousin, huh? Oh, shocked. Oh, yeah, different shades. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like when Amada La Negra,
Yeah.
she came out on Love and Hip Hop, and like all of a sudden now all the Latino girls at work, they saw somebody Afro-Latino. I say, before she came out, you wasn't. So
Hey.
what changed now?
I just feel like if you don't have one parent that is negra, you ain't Afro-Latina. You Latina. That's it. I don't care.
I do like the term Latina though. I do like that term, and I like that Amada La Negra. She pretty much popularized the term because, like you said, whether they want to believe it or not, they black. You black.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't delusional about it. Like, she could see her skin color. She probably knew, like,
Her hair texture.
Yeah, like,
Shoot, if you
She
actually
knows-
watch the show, her father is a dark-skinned Dominican man.
So is her mama. Her
Yeah,
mama
very
dark skin too.
Yeah, she's brown skin. Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, you get treated differently than your lighter skin like people. Like, you know, you're different.
Oh yeah.
And what was funny about that when she first came out, it was another girl on there that was Haitian, and she was super light skinned.
Yeah.
And so they trying to compare like, oh, how was it growing up being Haitian, but I'm super light skinned? How was it growing up being Dominican, and I'm dark skinned? And they trying to compare stories, and I'm just like, at the end of the day, like, y'all still on the same island.
Yeah.
But with different experiences.
Because Dominicans, they don't like no damn Haitians for whatever reason, and I don't understand it.
I think it went back to
I understand the other way around, but
drill, like back in the day. That paper bag, the brown paper bag test, like over here. You know what I'm saying?
The 1 drop rule.
Yeah. So, you know, we still, even in the U.S., it's still, to this day, the light-skin, dark-skin shit.
It's just dumb.
so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all black as hell to the white man, so
Exactly.
what the fuck we got going on with
I
this?
always hated like when dudes get on Facebook and they say, "Oh, I like just the phrasing when they call people dark skins, light skins." I'm like,
with
Dark skins, light
with
skins.
the S.
I'm like, what are we, animals? What are we, Pokemon? Like,
Like, what are we describing?
yeah, I like
People,
dark
places,
skins.
things.
What? Like, you know, we people, right? Like,
Yeah.
we're not animals. Like, we're not. What? Like, that always like rubs me the wrong way.
So what's your preference in a female? Do you like
As
do
far
you
as
care
looks?
about? Yeah. I'm saying, do you have like a preference? Like
Do I have a preference?
Yeah.
My preference is beautiful.
yeah. So you don't care about light skin, dark skin.
So I prefer to be with a black woman,
Yeah.
right? But who I fall in love with is who I fall in love with.
Yeah.
And that's how it should be. That's how it should be.
'Cause-
Shouldn't let nobody dictate who you marry or have kids with, anything like that. And I feel like a lot of us try to say, "Oh, I wouldn't date outside my race." Okay, that's you, and that's fine. That's
Yeah.
what you want to do. But don't try to talk down to the person that decides they want to go somewhere else with it. Like, I don't like that.
Or if your reasoning for going out there is basically not because you like
Not because you
whatever
just- yeah.
characteristics that they have, but they hate the options within our own people. That's what I can't rock with.
Yeah.
If you love that white woman because she make you feel special, okay, be with that white woman.
But don't compare us.
But don't compare and contrast because these are two different people. I'm pretty sure Sally Sue is a very nice woman, but you're not giving us the details as to why you love her. You're saying you love her because
Black women
these
don't
black
do that.
women can't love me the way she loved me. I don't got time for that. Cry to your mama. Don't cry to me.
Yeah, I think I even touched on this yesterday. I'm just like, I know a lot of nerdy black people, alternative black people are like, oh, I don't date black people because they're not into anime, they're not into rock, they're not into this. I was like, no, like, you can find black people that are into you just like you are into this stuff. Like, you're not the only one.
There's literally whole Instagram, Facebook groups. They even have a whole like convention for black nerds. You mean to tell me you can't find a girlfriend out of
Exactly.
that?
Exactly.
That's crazy.
You're not the only one. Like, you're not special. It's like,
Not that golden.
just like you're not the only one with a TV, big dog. Like, you can find other people in your race.
But it's not even like that. I think it's a black nerdy person. They want to date somebody that they know is not into that stuff, instead of just dating somebody that's into that stuff. They want to date people that's not. I don't want to date nobody that's not into the same things I'm into, because then we have nothing in common. We have nothing to talk about. So if I'm not into anime, I'm not gonna date somebody that's anime. But that person that likes anime has this crush on me and feel like, oh, the reason why I don't want to date them is because of this. We don't have nothing in common.
Well, I mean, I would hope that they will have other things to talk about besides anime. Yeah. That's the thing. I'm like,
I'm
not
just saying,
everybody
like the
that.
stuff that they's into.
Yeah.
I may not be into it, so
Yeah.
we have nothing in common. So it wouldn't make sense for us to try to date.
Agreed. If there's too many differences, then there ain't no.
There's nothing
Yeah.
there.
What are your preferences since you asked?
Nah, my preference, same thing, man.
Yeah.
Nah. Like, Just gotta be attractive. That's it.
But what is your version of attractiveness?
My version?
That's the thing. Y'all keeping it cute.
No. You know what? It ain't.
Y'all
it
just
ain't,
not even saying.
Nah, like yo. Nah, my
I'm just
version.
saying, I'm about to shake shit up because y'all trying to keep it cute for the camera.
Like yo, Amada, yo, if I was famous, I'd bag the shit out of her. I'm telling you.
She's
man.
a beautiful, she's a
really
beautiful
is.
dark skinned woman.
She's gorgeous, man. But yeah, mine, I just gotta be attracted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
okay, at least we could put in our head instead of they gotta be beautiful. What is beautiful to you? I don't know.
beautiful
What
is
is beautiful to you?
Like beautiful is different dudes.
Yeah, that's why I want to know what is your version of beautiful, because both of you guys gave the same answer. With,
Nah,
but
yo, I've seen,
I know you guys are not, probably wouldn't date the same type of woman or the same woman.
That's true.
nah, see, like I've dated like a lot of different types, but
Yes.
for some reason, growing up, I would say more, probably like Puerto Rican women.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They kind of more like came my direction than a black woman.
Okay.
That
Fair.
makes sense. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They was more attracted to me than a black woman was.
And I always consider the area in which you live to be
Yeah.
effective upon that too.
Yeah.
So if there's a lot of Puerto Ricans in your area, I will understand why.
Yeah.
I've only ever dated, and I don't even say date, but I've went on dates with one white woman. Mm-hmm. Everyone else is black.
Okay.
What was that experience like?
I think I talked about it.
With the IDs on the wall. The real killer girl.
No, I mean,
The stalker.
The crazy one.
The stalker.
Yeah, I talked about that on the before. Yeah.
I'm thinking you talk about a totally
look,
different
he
white
nervous
woman.
right now.
And I'm like,
nervous.
okay, like this, somebody we ain't know about.
Oh,
She was
shit.
crazy.
Yeah, that was wild.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
It's all right, man. You can't put it on her like that.
That's what you get. That's what you get.
I
You put it
guess
on
so.
her one time.
Oh, shit, yo.
So
That's funny.
That's hilarious.
Nah, I do have
crazy.
like, a lot
Like
of
she
different
recently
purposes.
hit me up too. Like she hit me up like last year.
I was about to
She
say,
got,
not
like-
recent.
She hit me up last year. She got an OnlyFans now, and I guess.
Oh no.
Yeah,
She
I
wants you to
guess she
subscribe.
was trying to get. So she was trying to get me to subscribe.
Yeah.
So
Really?
yeah, she was trying to get me to
We you saw
subscribe.
it in person for free?
That's what. Yeah.
Yeah.
that's good.
She was trying to
Never
get me to
mind.
subscribe. So she was talking about how I put it on her last time,
Yeah.
and she showed me pictures of like the marks that she had on her ass from me smacking it.
Well, goddamn.
Wait.
Yeah.
She
And I'm just
took
like, yo.
a picture of that?
Yeah. I'm just like,
Y'all
yo, like,
wildin'.
we had sex like 10 years ago. Why do you still have that photo?
Wow.
Wild. Wait, that was 10 years ago?
Yeah, like that was like 2013.
That's crazy, bro. Like
Like,
what?
why are you still? Then she's like, oh, subscribe to my OnlyFans. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm all the way good.
Speaking of preferences, would y'all date somebody that's mentally or physically disabled?
I can't talk too much because my dad in a wheelchair and I got dyslexia, so I can't really.
I told you that
Say
dyslexia.
hell
That shit don't count, man.
But
That
I
shit
would
don't count.
say
count.
if
No.
you go on the application, right? If you go look for a job and you get that little questionnaire,
Yeah.
do you
Yeah.
have a
Yeah.
disability? And if you go on that list, it says it on there.
Just like, yeah.
I'm talking about like Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, Williams disease, Williams syndrome.
I guess it depends on the severity.
Yeah,
Depends
yeah.
on the severity, to be honest with you, because I can date a paraplegic.
A paraplegic.
A paraplegic.
Yeah. I mean, off
don't
of the
know. I don't
strength
think so.
of, I know people in wheelchairs. My father's in a wheelchair, and he's able to live his life normally. He drives. He takes my mom out on dates. They do adult things. I don't fucking know. But, like, after, recovery and stuff like that, he's living his normal retirement life, Just like everybody else. Everybody trying to live their life. But like I said, it depends.
It depends on the disability. It depends on the spectrum of the disability they're on. Are they high functioning? How much does it affect their life?
Yeah. I dated somebody with a prosthetic leg.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How'd it go?
How was that?
One leg Joe. What's that?
One
You know I was gonna say this. Y'all knew
It was alright. Like you couldn't tell until they started walking, but it didn't bother me none.
You ever get in like an argument at home? You like, my
Take a leg.
fucking leg.
Yeah, I said that.
you peg leg ass.
I'm gonna kick you right in that leg.
Shit,
Shawty, one leg ahead ass.
Now you can't never walk out of my life.
You about to wobble out. Shit.
Yo, that shit crazy. I feel like I could, but it depends. But not nobody with like Down syndrome. To me, that's wilding. That's going too much. That's going too far.
I used to live with somebody with cerebral palsy.
Yeah.
And like, yo, shit I seen with that was crazy. Like, so he would have chicks over. It was mainly so he would pay his aides to fuck him. Yeah, he would pay his aides to fuck him. And then there was one chick that would consistently come over that was just using him.
For
And he just let her.
But yeah, you paying her. Shit. Hey,
But you saw what I put in close friends the other night. The messages.
I didn't see all of it. I gotta look at it again.
Yeah, I have somebody that likes me, and we just met. And I'm not gonna say where, because then it's gonna be too obvious. But it's like every week telling me, "Oh, he likes me. I'm very pretty," and stuff like that. And the other day, he told me he loved me, and I'm just like, "Yo, like, what is going on?" But then I feel bad if I be like, "Yo, like, you're doing too much."
Sometimes you have to say
Yeah.
you're doing too much.
Yo,
You
you're
guys,
doing
you
too
gotta
much.
tell
you gotta let them know.
Cause you know, like they look at relationships like differently.
Yeah.
So I'm in his mind, I'm probably already his girlfriend. And in
Yeah,
my
that might be a
mind, I'm just
possibility.
like,
Well, you just have to be clear and concise in a way to where he can understand, but also not in like an aggressive or mean way.
yeah.
That's all. I mean, people
Yeah.
are people too. Just because you have an ailment, you're still a person. And
But it really has nothing to do with the disability or anything like that.
you're just not feeling them.
Yeah.
I mean, how are you gonna do it with any other dude you are interested in?
I just ignore them or ghost.
Well, you can't do
I
that.
can't do that.
You have to put it in a nice way, at least.
Yeah, like he asked me to be his Valentine. I'm just like,
I mean,
Oh, that's cute.
that's cute. Not a lot of guys say, "Will you be my Valentine?" No more.
Nah.
I was about to say, when was the last time y'all niggas said, "Will you be my Valentine?"
Valentine?
I actually got a couple of offers this year.
Yeah?
Oh, look at you, girl.
Yeah, I was shocked. I was shocked. Okay, I was shocked. So,
No, I mean, I think it depends on the severity though. I saw a girl with like one arm. Yeah, she was bad as hell.
With that one arm.
Yo, but she turned and I was like, oh shit, she got like a little arm, like she was clapping. no, for real. I ain't trying to be funny, but I was like, yo, she bad though. And then I seen a girl that was
absolutely
autistic.
not engaging in this.
That's not funny.
This girl was autistic, yo. This, you know what I mean? I was like, yo, she bad too.
So I
Real
ain't
bad.
gonna lie.
For real. You know what I'm saying? But if she's schizophrenic, I'm not fucking with a schizophrenic. I'm not doing that.
I guess this technically counts, but little people.
I was about to say, would y'all?
A little person?
They be looking
Well,
alright.
you don't even. That's why I was. about to
They
ask.
asked me fat.
That's what I'm saying. I know
Well,
y'all.
where else is it gonna go to?
I know y'all about to pick up a little person. I know
Nah,
y'all.
for me,
Okay.
nah. I
The
feel
only
like
thing that I would say, like, I would never take one seriously in a relationship.
that's what it is.
Well,
yeah.
why not?
I couldn't
Because
do it.
I
man.
wouldn't want. I'm gonna be real. It's gonna suck, but I wouldn't want to pass that on to my kids.
I mean, isn't there like a?
That's true though.
It's-
They hold that chromosome like for the.
But that's not always the case. A lot of them have like
Yeah, that's true.
regular size.
Not
kids.
yeah, but,
But
like,
the possibility.
A lot of them have
I don't want
regular
to take.
size kids.
I don't know if I want to take that chance though.
Yeah, and I mean,
You know, you can have sex with just like a regular person,
And they come
and
out.
they come out small,
Yeah.
a small person.
Shoot,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
come
that's
out
true.
But the
albino. Shoot, we don't know.
Chances aren't as great.
yeah, but a little person. Yeah, I don't know. That'd be like a little too much for me, man.
Pun intended.
It'd be too much, man. Like I feel like I'm I don't know. Everywhere I go, I feel like I'm putting on like some type of sideshow type shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, because people definitely gonna stare.
Yeah, and I mean staring like it's whatever because I don't really care about that too much. But it's just like I don't know. It would just be.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Did you guys see that story about the girl? So I forgot exactly what the disease was called, but she was like 26, but she looks like in the face and in the body, she looks like she's like 7.
Oh, nah, I ain't doing that.
The one that has the show on TLC?
Yeah, her.
I feel bad for her.
And yeah, when she got a boyfriend, they was like criticizing him, like, oh.
Like, yo, how could you?
And everybody's pretty much saying, like, y'all know she's grown, right? Yeah, but she just looked like a kid. So my whole thing is like, just because she looked like a kid, it's not that she's the actual kid, but they was trying to make it seem like he was attracted to kids.
And that's probably the reason. That'd be the one reason right there I wouldn't date her. She could be 85 and look like she 8 years old, whatever like that. But I'm not. Just the fact that she look like a little kid, nah.
And that's why it must sucks for them because they trying to live a normal life, and y'all got to keep reminding them that they not
normal.
Now, like little people, like I would say, like they don't really look like kids. Like they look grown everywhere else. It's just they're short.
Yeah.
I felt like,
but like
at least
that
that's
specific,
the past. At least,
yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's probably the one difference right there. But I couldn't do it. You ever see like a dude in public, and clearly he's like dating some younger girl. I mean, it's obvious. You know what I mean? Because you'll see him walking, you're like, oh, that's a pops or whatever like that. Then they start kissing and shit. I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? She looked like she's probably, I don't know, between 17, 19.
Oh, yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
I thought
and
you was
this
going to
dude,
say another age, like 25, 27.
Nah, some of these girls look straight up young.
Yeah.
And you can look at him and tell he's looking like he's 35.
Oh, no. Call the police.
Yeah, nah.
But that's, to me, that shit's sick.
Yeah, call the police.
Yeah.
I'm calling them. Yeah,
Yeah,
come on this quarter.
I saw that when I used to work at Spencer's in Livingston Mall when I was like 22, 23.
Yeah.
And like I seen that. I seen like, you know, this old ass dude, he had to be in his like early 40s. With this young ass chick, she had to be like 18, maybe 19. I thought like, oh, daddy, daughter. Then I'm just like, why y'all coming into Spencer's? This is a weird place for a father and the daughter to be in.
Cause you're a freak.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot Spencer's got the toys.
Yeah, they got the toys. Should have got that shit in the Rite Aid now, the Walgreens and all that.
The
then, like,
oh yeah, the vibrators.
I saw them like holding hands,
but like
finger
the small ones.
I saw them like holding hands, like finger intertwined, and then kissing them. Like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's too much, man.
See, now I feel like it depends. Like if I see someone in their late 20s and I see her with her shopping bags with somebody that's like 50 something, 60 something. Oh yeah, especially if it's a black girl that's like of age. I give her the nigga nod, like, I see you. We see each other. We see each other. Get the bag. And that nigga nod right there is get the bag. If I can't get the bag, I want somebody to get the bag.
Period. And I ain't gonna hate on that.
I ain't gonna hate on it. Girl, better you than me. I
Take
ain't
your
about
trips,
to go
take
down
your vacations.
Wrinkly balls. So somebody gotta do it.
I mean, that's the
As
thing
long as
nowadays.
as long as both parties know what they're getting into, all hands off.
Did she get pregnant?
Hey.
Are the swimmers still swimming?
Some of them, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, some of them. What? Al Pacino had a kid.
Robert De Niro just had a baby. Just had another baby.
At 80, like he told me something. He
Still
want to be
pumping.
around for a long time.
Oh,
Like,
hell
What do
no.
you? Yeah, I saw that. I was like, bro, what are you talking about?
He's around for a good time, not a long time.
yeah.
Let's be clear.
Oh, I want to be here to watch the Houseway.
Well, that's just like I said, I went to DR and we had met this guy from Jersey, older guy. He was in retirement, and he down there with a newborn. I'm like, why would you do that? Like, that don't even make no sense.
Cause he fucked up. He took the condom off.
Pull the cap back.
Yeah.
He
Cause
got, he got married, and I guess she wanted to have a baby. So
yeah, cause like, I mean, 9 times out of 10, what the dudes is doing, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna trick off.
Yeah.
I ain't take that condom off. Taking that shit off.
Passport bros.
Yeah.
Oh man, you heard about the speaking of passport bros, you heard about like all of them that's going down there getting unalived?
Oh yeah, but here's the thing:
Dude, they getting what?
women have
Unalive.
told y'all
Fuck is that?
not to do all that, and now
unalive.
Unalive. The opposite of alive.
Nah, but I'm saying they're going on there. Yeah, but I'm saying like, what's going on now?
Like they just coming up dead.
They
just coming up dead.
Well, okay, let's go into details. Usually is people that invite girls over for a good time in their Airbnb, hotel, wherever, and usually during the middle of the night, sometimes there's an ambush or there's a robbery, or they let somebody else in to rob and or kill them. It's a lot of different things that can go down, but they're too busy getting their dick sucked to realize that another person walked into the room to shoot him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, that's why my golden rule. I'm not going nowhere where they don't speak the language and I can't read the signs. Why I don't speak the language and I can't read the signs.
But you heard about what happened in the Bahamas, right? Allegedly, the 2 white women saying they got raped, drugged and raped.
Yeah.
By the resort employees.
It came out
The
false,
resort
right?
was saying that it's false because of like the camera footage and all that. So
Saying they woke up with the guys on top of them.
Yeah, that's been happening like a lot over the years.
Yeah,
These false claims, man.
These middle-aged white women, you know, they get tired of their like white husbands and they come over to Jamaica to get that. Hey.
stop that echo. That's crazy.
That's a double little echo right there.
I looked around like, oh damn.
That is hilarious.
And when they get caught out there, then it's like, oh,
No, it wasn't like that.
It's a whole like it's a thing where chicks go to like Africa and Jamaica.
yeah, they want that
to
mandingo.
It's
Just fuck.
sexual tourism.
Yeah, because there's been a lot of females that be like, yo, I want to experience what it's like to have a black man.
Go to
You know what I mean?
PWI and you will find out.
You know, I guess they don't want it close to home, so it's like if it happens over there,
Then it's
Anybody
that.
wanna
It's,
know.
then it didn't happen. Yeah,
It didn't. Right, exactly.
That's why I be telling black men that, listen, well, at least in that age of like college and stuff like that, not as an adult, because those types of things, you know, surpass. But usually in college ages, you know, 18 to 21 or 22,
yeah.
especially during the experimentation process. Especially the black guys that were going to our school, I was telling them, I hope you know, Becky and all them, they talking wild shit about y'all behind y'all back. But
course.
after y'all fuck them, I hope you know, they talking wild shit. Talking about how much y'all ghetto, how much they don't want to go see y'all parents, blah, blah. Oh, I don't
shit.
want to visit where he's from. I might get shot or something, but the dick is good, though. And I be looking like, girl, if you don't go back to Hunter and them, if you talking all that, girl, don't be doing all that. If you're not going to be down for the cause, don't be down for the brand, okay?
I was never in favor of passport bros, because unless you're gonna move wherever you're at, because the whole logic behind being a passport bro is, women in America they're not traditional enough. I'm gonna go to another country to get another woman, marry her. But like the issue with that logic is, unless you're actually going down there to live, if you bring her back, guess what? She's gonna have American friends, and they're gonna rub off on her.
Oh yeah, you already know off top. But what do you consider like traditional enough? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, man. I feel like when you date a woman, I feel like most often it comes down to like the man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For me, like whatever you bring to the table is how they react. So if you're about bullshit, that woman,
Yeah, she gonna
be about her bullshit too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And for a lot of people, like I guess like people that's not really raised in the U.S. and everything, they're more like I
But
don't want
what
to say
is a
docile,
traditional woman?
cater to their man.
cook clean.
Yeah, which I never had an issue. Every female that I've been with, they didn't all cooked and cleaned.
Not all of them do though.
And I gotta tell them like, yo, chill the fuck out. Like, actually sit the fuck down. You just got off work or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like chill out. I never had an issue with that. But yeah, I guess I mean, everybody's not the same though. But
Yeah, I feel like as far as like traditional, like everything they rapped about, like well, not they rapped, everything that Beyonce and Destiny Child sung about in that song, like
Let me cater to you.
That's from the Cater to You song. That's what they want. But I'm just like, one, you got to be able to provide that type of lifestyle
in
order for them to just chill and sit back and do that.
That's true.
Well, how do you feel about the what do you bring to the table type of conversation that men and women really have, the whole back and forth? Because, Go ahead.
I get the question in a debate setting, right? If I'm asking Mars right now, what do you bring to the table in a relationship right now in the moment? Cool, she can respond, right? That's a legitimate question. But you don't find out what a woman brings to the table by just asking that question verbatim on a date. You actually got to get to know her. You can't overstep and like try to beat the process. You got to actually get to know her and actually find shit out about her in order to realize what she brings to the table.
Yeah, because I can sit up and tell you a bunch of lies.
Exactly.
Just to make it sound good.
You can't overstep the process. You got to actually learn your partner and figure it out. Figure out what they bring to the table.
That's why when people ask me, like, oh, what are you looking for in a partner? I say nothing. Because I can sit up here and tell you a bunch of stuff, and you can pretend to be that way for me.
To be aligned with that.
And then in a couple of months, I see the real you.
I'm not saying that you can't have, like, standards and expectations. Fine, for yourself, for what you want in a partner. But, like, to actually see if that person has that, you got to actually get to know them.
So what do you feel like you bring to the table?
Me personally?
Yeah.
I feel like I bring ambition, hard work, determination. I bring a certain level of intellect, certain level of education.
Yeah.
I'm encouraging. I'm a plan focused. Like, I can figure out, like, if, not to say that I'll ever put somebody in a situation, but if we're ever in a situation to where we need to make ends meet by the first, like, I'll find a way to come up with whatever we got to have by the first.
Yeah.
So, like, you're going to get, and I can also teach you ways. So you're going to get all of that.
Yeah, that's good. And then, like, for a female, like, what would you look for, like, in a female?
What would I look for in a female? Sorry.
Get comfortable.
I would want to look for a person that's pretty much pouring the same thing into me as I'm pouring into her, right?
Yeah.
You have to have your own, you have to have ambition, you have to have drive, you have to have your own thing, you have to have your own goals and things that you want to achieve in life going on. I don't necessarily want somebody that's up my ass 24/7. Right?
Yeah.
I want you to have your own goals and your own things that you want to accomplish.
Yeah.
I want you to be smart. I want you to be pretty. I want you to be educated. Not maybe it doesn't. Maybe not in the traditional sense. Like, you don't have to have a bunch of degrees.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to be like a bird brain either. I want you to be a helpmate. All that.
That's a long list.
Is it? I don't think so.
I mean, those are like personality like requirements, you know, that wean out the people that don't align with that. The reason why I asked that is because there's a lot of online discourse in regards to, you know, who can bring what to the table and all this other stuff. And I think it's when a guy asks a woman, what do they bring to the table? I'm the queen of snarky remarks. I'm sorry. I'm just a funny nigga like that. And I'm just like, for somebody to ask me, what do I bring to the table? Did you build the table for me to bring shit?
Do you know how to build a table?
Do you know how to build a table? For my kid, at least. Shit. Matter of fact, even a coffee table, I'll take that. I'm not even asking you to build a porch. But if you're asking me to cook, to clean, to bear children, to do all of these things that are inherently a part of a woman's, you know, makeup and their traditional roles. What are the traditional roles that are men taking that, I mean...
Because I know too many men that don't know how to change a tire.
Don't know how to use a power drill.
Yeah.
Don't know how to build shit.
Yeah.
Don't know how to even check for the oil on the car.
But got all these requirements for us.
So me
But
personally,
but God forbid we burn a grilled cheese. Oh, this bitch can't cook. Throw that bitch away.
I know how to do all that stuff.
Yeah.
I just don't want to do it, so I'll pay somebody else to do it.
And that's fine as long as you got the money. But don't be looking at me like, oh, so what we finna do?
I feel like a lot of dudes that ask that question, especially verbatim to a chick, they watched Kevin Samuels a couple times.
Yeah. And don't watch the full episode.
Don't watch the full episodes. And they're just asking that. They don't even know what they themselves want the woman to bring to the table.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They just say, "Oh, what do you bring to the table?" You don't know what you looking for.
Do you even know what type of table it is?
Exactly.
Like, is it metal? Is it wood? Y'all don't even know.
Can you even handle what I can
bring? Is it too heavy that the table might break?
Yeah, a lot of men just ask that just to ask it, just because they want to feel smart. They like a lot, especially when Kevin Samuels was in his heyday. And don't get me wrong,
R.I.P.
I think Kevin Samuels was dope. Especially for his time, I think he was making people hold themselves accountable, both men and women.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like a lot of people that ask that question verbatim, they just watch them a few times. I don't have a daddy ass dudes. Kevin Samuels is my daddy. I love him. So I'm
seen the dudes that actually got tattoos of him after he passed?
Serious?
Really?
Yeah.
The dedication.
That's crazy.
I'm like, you didn't put
Malcolm
X on your body, but you put Kevin Samuels?
Yeah, that's wild, man.
Skipped so many black movements, but okay. But
No, so like outside of cheating, what would be the reason like that you might have broken up with a partner in the past?
Outside of cheating,
Have you dated anybody that was like real negative?
yes.
Or no ambition?
Negativity
for one, and just like a lack of intimacy.
Oh shit, that's major right there. Yeah.
I think it would be negativity, and I would say victim blaming. Everybody else is the problem, but you are not the problem. But everybody else has a problem with you, but you don't think you're the problem. Mm-hmm. And I hate a sassy ass nigga that be on the internet too. I hate a sassy ass nigga. And I listen, I'm gonna tell on myself a little bit because I had an ex that every time we went through a quarrel, and if somebody sees this and they know who he is, you know who the fuck I'm talking about. I don't give a fuck. So
go.
I know that's right.
So every time there was an argument or anything like that, this sassy ass nigga will always try to put that shit on Facebook, like, I hate it when girls do X, Y, and Z, and I call his ass up like, yo,
not you subbing me.
Are you subbing me, my guy? Like,
thank you.
First of all, if you got something to say it with your whole fucking chest, like. And another, and that's reason number 175 why I will not date New York niggas no more.
Wait. Is this the same New York nigga that was wearing skirts?
Not wearing skirts, no.
Remember,
Yeah. Mind you, that part was not a whole relationship. That was 2 dates. Okay. And he wore nail polish, not a skirt. He wore nail polish.
Wild.
I know, still wild. But
and the thing is,
that
like,
wasn't a boyfriend.
People probably knew you two were dating, so when he posted, he was like, everybody knew he was probably talking about you.
Yeah, and people will reach out like, are y'all okay? Blah, blah. And I'm just like, come on. I'm like, first of all, and it'd be mainly his people. And I'm like, first of all, y'all know your friend's a bitch. Like, why are y'all coming to me with the shit? And it took us breaking up to realize for them that I wasn't the problem. I had a little bit of the problem. Like, listen, I'll go back and forth with you all day instead of being the mature one and being like, you know what? This need to end. It should have ended way earlier than what it did. And I mean, hey.
Why do we do that, though? We hold on to stuff that no longer serve us a purpose.
Probably comfort.
Yeah.
The fear of the unknown. The thing you think that, I guess, if you break up with this person, you're not going to find nothing better. So you might as well, like, deal with it. But you're like, you might as well be by yourself for all that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
What was, I mean, y'all don't have to answer this if you don't want to, but what was the worst thing that somebody's ever said to you in a relationship?
Wait, repeat that?
What was the worst thing that somebody's ever said to you, that your partner's ever said to you in a relationship?
Ooh.
Damn.
Ain't nobody said nothing worse than what I say. So I
Girl,
don't
what
know.
you say?
I
what
say,
you say?
yo, don't get me mad. Don't get. I was dating this white girl. I kept calling her racist.
Well,
Wow.
was he racist? Well, was he racist?
She wasn't. No.
That's
Look at me.
that's
Look at
wild.
me being assuming. I apologize. Well, oh damn.
Every time,
Well, that's messed up.
I used to curse her the fuck out, and
I know that racist remark really like stung a bit. Like, yo, why would you call me that? Like,
yeah.
as far as a partner, shit, if we're gonna go deep, I can talk about the same motherfucker. This nigga was the same nigga that screamed at me and said that I was the worst girlfriend ever for letting our neighbor, who was a crackhead, by the way, bring our groceries up our 3-story walk up. Like, dude. Granted, okay, he was a crackhead, but he was the nicest one out of the whole. Yes, okay, he lived across from us. He had
Crackhead
7
can be
dogs,
nice.
but
7.
yeah, 7 dogs. And, well, the super didn't care about that, but he was a nice guy. He ain't never stole nothing from at least us. I was about to give him some food. Then you want to curse me out saying that I'm a fucking bee. I'm like, well, you a fat bee too. The fuck?
Wow.
What is you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the bitch word don't be hurting my feelings. Like, cause I'm gonna call you one right back. Like, the fuck, we both could be bitches.
But when niggas go in on you, like really in your face, you be wanting to be like, yo, get the fuck, like, you should never hit somebody the opposite sex as you. But I get where sometimes
Where it comes from.
it can,
Yeah.
like, who the fuck is you talking to? I'll slap the shit out you, but I'll never put my hand on a man. But yeah, it can
fought a
get you
couple.
there.
Nah, for me,
I fought a couple because they
fought a
put their
couple.
hands on me.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna just deliberately be like, "Hey, Mark, boo." I'm not gonna do that.
I've had it happen to me.
Made somebody.
Oh, somebody say your name and said, "Boo." That's
Chicks. I was dating what?
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, you
He
said
talking
you
about the Puerto Ricans.
You said the spicy
Man, listen, I got
Latinos.
stole in the face so many times, man. Yo, this shit crazy.
Spicy Latinas.
Hey, but hey, I kind of like crazy a little bit.
Nah,
I kind of like crazy, but too crazy, it gets OD.
See, and that's the little bit of toxicity in you that says you like that.
But see, me, I'm like laid back, so it kind of balances everything out. You know what I mean?
So you gonna be the one that say, "Hey, chill the fuck out."
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
like, yo,
yeah.
chill the
Sorry
fuck
for
out.
that.
Like, chill the fuck out.
I was dating this Dominican girl, and she gonna tell me, "You deserve to get beat on." I said, "Girl, if you put your
Damn.
hands on me, I'm gonna drag you all up and through this house."
It's
You
gonna be
deserve to
Bad
get beat
Girls
on.
Club.
Yeah.
Cause like some people don't like that you know they feel like you talking back, but I'm not a kid. So if you say something to me and I don't like it,
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to
I'm
talk
gonna
back, but they don't want
response.
you to talk back.
right? Like,
Like
who
you
the fuck
got me
you think
fucked
you
up.
are?
Yeah, you got me fucked
I
up.
got a real spicy mouth.
A lot of people like that. But yo, the worst thing that ever was told to me in a relationship was, "I'm pregnant." Nah, I'm dead ass. Yo, I'm dead ass.
Are you talking
Yo.
about?
You are.
Are you
No,
talking
no,
about
no.
the mother of your child?
No,
right
no,
now?
I'm not talking about that. Nah.
Oh, I'm about to say, don't
Nah.
do that to her. Don't do
No, because the thing was, I wasn't around.
Oh.
You feel me?
Okay.
So I was like, oh shit.
How that happen?
Yeah, oh shit.
You better call God, because that's Jesus over there.
Nah, I was like, all right, ain't nothing I could do about it. I was overseas and shit. You know?
Hey,
and
yeah,
then you had a
nothing to do about it.
conversation that's like, you calling to check up and shit, and
Hey.
yeah, I don't know
got
how to say
something
this.
to
I don't know
tell
how to
you.
say this. Motherfucker, say it. Like, I don't know. I'm pregnant.
Damn.
Well, I know it ain't fucking mine. I know it ain't mine and shit.
Well, who the pappy?
Yo,
I miss
at
it.
that point, relationship's done.
Yeah.
That shit's over.
But why she call you and tell you that?
She could have just said, "We're done."
Nah,
And just
the
kept
thing
left it alone.
was like, you're still like in communication because I
Yeah.
mean, supposedly you dating and shit. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
snap.
And you got a crib together.
Oh, you guys live together.
Yeah, I got my car there. I got all my shit is there. All my shit.
Were you
So-
like in the military?
Yeah, it was in the
Okay.
military. So like you calling to check up and all this other shit. So basically that's how it goes, man. Like I'm pregnant. Know what I mean?
Oh wow.
But
I'm sorry that happened.
nah, I mean, fuck it.
I mean,
is
but people don't deserve that either way. Like,
Yeah. I mean, it kind of threw you off guard and shit.
Yeah.
You're like, damn, yo.
it's not like some
know what I
rando
mean?
you lived with this person.
Yeah. And you still gotta go back and get your
Still
shit.
gotta go back and
Unless she sent it to your mama, so I don't know.
Nah, this is Texas, man. My mom's all the way in Jersey. Like, she ain't.
Oh, well,
You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
No, but the thing is I mean, that's probably the worst thing I ever heard.
Wow,
You know?
that's crazy.
Oh my god.
At that time.
worst thing for me, right? So I'm an atheist, right?
Yeah.
At the time I was dating a Muslim, right? She wasn't practicing when we first started dating, right?
Yeah.
But she began practicing during the course of our relationship because of family pressures, right? Her family was like pressuring her to, to date a Muslim man, be more Muslim and come to the mosque and yada, 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 right? So I was just like, and she never wanted to introduce me to her family.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't Muslim. And I'm just like, will you, if I show your parents that I care about you and I love you and I'm going to take care of you and I'm going to protect you and provide for you, X, Y, Z, they'll warm up to me, right? She was like, nah, they won't. They won't, right? But that wasn't the hurtful thing, right? And the hurtful thing was we were in the car, we were having a conversation, and she was like, I forgot exactly how we got on it, but she said, I'd rather be with the Muslim man that beat the shit out of me every day than the atheist that treat me like a queen.
I gotta step away for a second.
Yeah, that shit don't even make any sense.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! Like my
that
jaw
shit don't even make any
has
sense,
dropped.
yo. Yo.
She said, I'd rather be with the Muslim man that beat the shit out of me every day than the atheist that treats me like a queen. Because then at least I'll know I'll be doing Allah's will.
As a Christian woman, that's fucked up. What the fuck is that? No.
I was like, yo.
And she was Muslim.
Yeah.
But she was like traditional, like where was she from?
So she's from Newark.
But I mean like her family.
Family's from I think Philly.
Oh, so they like black Muslim?
Yeah, black Muslim.
Oh, this shit don't count to me. No. Because I'm saying like nah. The reason
the way that it just came out.
nah, yo, because
count.
nah, for me that shit is different. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm talking about like a Muslim that's
Middle Eastern, born
or
and
Africa.
raised.
I'm talking about like
That were,
generations
like,
of
generational.
Islam. Where that's it. They would kill you if you marry outside of Islam. You get what I'm saying? That type of shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had a chick I was talking to one time, and she was telling me she was like a Jehovah's Witness. I didn't know that shit at first.
Oh Lord.
But
Okay.
yeah, she was telling me like, I want you to come meet my parents. I was like, all right. But she was like,
Did she give you a pamphlet?
nah, but she wanted me. She was like, yo, you got to tell them that you're Jehovah's Witness.
Oh hell.
I was like, I ain't doing that shit. And then she's like, tell me you go to this hall and shit. I'm like, yo, I'm not doing that, yo. Fuck your parents. I'm not meeting them.
Yeah, like when I was with my ex, you
Yeah.
know, I couldn't like touch her hand when we were like, I would pick up her niece and nephew.
Yeah.
And like when we were driving, I couldn't touch her hand. I couldn't eat bacon in the car with them. I couldn't play no type of music on the radio.
So no circular music.
Yeah, I was like, what?
So just sitting in the car in silence.
Pretty like
That's
not
what it sounds like.
Got put
damn.
Dr. Umar
Dr. Umar.
in the background.
Dr. Umar Johnson.
I couldn't eat. Like one time I went to Dunkin' Donuts. I got like a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. She was like, "Oh no, you can't eat that. My family about to come in here." I'm like, "Come on, fam."
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's OD, man. But
But you know the reason why they had those laws, and of course across the board, was not the fact of like, oh God, frowned upon it, is because it was unsanitary back then. They didn't have cleaning processes like we did back, that we do now, that did back then. Like, it's
I remember one time, like,
yeah.
I helped her sister move in, right? And like, I helped her sister move into like her new place. And one winter it snowed, right? And I went to go pick her up at her sister's house, and I saw her shoveling. I was like, nah, like, let me go down, let me help you shovel. She's like, no, don't get out, my parents inside. Like, no, I don't want no. I'm like, come on, fam. You afraid your parents gonna see me shoveling? She's like, yeah, like I don't want to have no issues. I don't want to have like all right, you know. After a while, like, yeah, this ain't gonna work.
And the parents knew you was dating.
I don't think they knew.
At first. They didn't know at first.
I don't think they knew.
So the entire time that y'all was together, like her parents didn't know.
Her siblings knew.
Yeah,
but her parents didn't know.
So have you dated anybody where their parent wasn't really happy about you guys dating?
No. Like me, I'm a parent person. Like,
Yeah.
I'm the type, like, I want to take your mom to the grocery store. I want to help your dad, like, rake leaves. Like, I'm a parent. I like being good with parents.
Yeah.
So, like, that's one of the things that I want to make sure of when I'm dating somebody.
I'm a parent person too. I'm very close with my partner's parents. But I would say I had two different instances where the parents did not like me, but of course it was out of my control.
Yeah.
Of course, the second one was the Dominican guy with the father. And the other one, this was in high school, and it was a guy that lived in Saudi Arabia for a little bit with his mother and his siblings, and then moved back to Jersey. So she was the type to be fully covered, even with the veil, when we were out. And she basically told him, like, I don't want you dating my son. And I'm just like, your son that doesn't even wipe good in the back?
That's wild.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm not deserving of your son, but your son is not the prize. I'm so sorry. So it sucks to suck. I'm not putting on no burger just to make you feel comfortable. Right. And that goes, I mean, unless I'm going into a mosque just to be, respectful of other people's faith, but me converting my whole being, my whole life, she basically was like, I will approve your relationship if you convert to Islam. And I'm like, well, I guess we can stop dating. Because that's not going to happen. I was raised Christian. I hold these values, and I'm going to continue to have these values and try to find somebody that at least aligns with that. Because I'm not beat for that shit. I'm like, listen, you're not going to like me just because I don't believe in what you believe. Oh, well.
You don't think two different religions in the same house would work?
Yeah, it could work. If
it depends on the people, but
certain religions are just too devout.
Yeah.
Certain religions are just too extreme and too devout.
Yeah, or two different or like whatever, I guess, part of that religion they're in. Because I know not all Islam's the same either. You got some that are like real extreme and shit.
Those are, just like in Christianity,
Yeah.
there are different, excerpts in Islam as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, my father was a part of the Nation of Islam up until he was like 18 years old. So I know like a lot about the Quran and the Bible, but I just like you said, Islam is a lot more militant than Christianity because we were raised off of love thy neighbor, love thyself, love God, all this other stuff. And theirs is just like, you have to do this, that, and there.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
So it can be like a cause of conflict. So that's why I say you can, but expect some strife within that, because how are you going to raise your children?
Yeah.
What type of values are you going to teach them? Sometimes it's easier just to date somebody that's the same religion as you, just so at least the children can be aligned that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the, like, with my ex, I was a Muslim. That was one of the things that we butted heads with. It's like, if we have kids, how would we raise them? She was like, oh, I would want to take them to the mosque. And I'm just like, well, I'd want to take them to the mosque too, but I would also want to take them to like a synagogue and a Christian church and, Jehovah's Witness church. And like, I would want them to be exposed to our religions so they can see what's out there and then make that decision for themselves when they get older.
I feel like when it comes to kids,
That's a good.
they should just be able to grow up and like choose what they want.
Yeah.
To
100%.
do as far as when it comes to religion, because a lot of us get forced into a religion, and then we got to go to church every Sunday and we got to go to Bible study. Like, I don't want to do that as a kid. I'm sorry.
Kids,
And it has nothing to do with God and me believing in God. I just don't want to do it.
Because everybody's different. Everybody, like, not every child is going to be like, I don't want to go to church. For me, I wanted to go to church so I could see my friends at Sunday school. Like,
Same.
I know I'm about to get some snacks after this motherfucker. Like, I know.
Like the food, the food was popping.
popping.
Church had the badass girls, yo.
I don't want to get like,
did.
I didn't
It
want to be
did.
like super religious.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
there's different levels.
Yeah, I want to, explore out and see what else is out there. Yeah. Without feeling like, oh, well, I have to convert. No, don't force me to that, like forcing me to get baptized. And I did not want to do none of that. Mm-hmm. Like, I was not uninterested.
That's why, like I said, I want to make sure my kid is exposed to all the different religions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Then when they get older, they can make that decision later. Mm-hmm. But for right now, you want to be a kid. You're going to play, you're going to jump around, you're going to play jump rope, you're going to ride bikes. That's what you're going to do. That's your religion for right now.
I mean, but children are going to naturally have questions. Like my son right now, he asks God questions all the time. He asks about Jesus and all that other stuff. And I do say, Jesus is black. But I also got to sprinkle that in there.
Yeah.
Got to sprinkle in a little bit of, here's a picture of what they think, and this is what really it is. But we'll go into that later. But just to, give some guidance at the end of the day, provide some answers to the questions instead of just giving a I don't know or a let's see what we can do about that later, or we'll talk about that when you get older. Like, sometimes they need the answers now. Or you can at least modify it to where, it could be an open-ended conversation.
Yeah.
It's not like the end-all be-all, because I don't want to do that with my kid either. Like, at the end of the day, I have a nephew that is going to be raised in Islam too, but I'm going to expose them to different aspects of Christianity just so that they have the option to choose at the end of the day. You can choose to not follow anything once you're old. Like, and I can't stop you because I'm your parent. Mm-hmm. But as long as those values are instilled in you, you're still a good person. Those are the things that we try to teach people at the end of the day. Like, love each other. Don't kill nobody. Don't.
Yeah, I don't think you need religion to like instill those values.
I mean, true. But not everybody has like the thought process for that
Very
either.
True.
Not everybody like has that. Sometimes it is
Very
just
true,
like a
like,
guideline,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're just sometimes the only way people know those values is through that religion. Because that's how like you were raised, that's how your mom was raised, that's how your grandma was raised. So that's the only way they know.
Yeah. Yeah, one day we're going to have to talk about, like, I guess religion, different things, man. There's a lot to talk about with that shit, right?
Yeah, it really is.
I'm down.
It could get way deep.
Yeah, it can get real deep, man.
I just want to touch on the topic real quick before like we wrap things up, because I know we're like going along. But code switching. I know that it has been a prevalent thing in like at least our culture for a while, especially when it comes to education and in the workplace. But I wanted to know what you guys' viewpoints are. Or is it a necessary evil? What are the pros and cons of it? I can just read like a little excerpt from what I found when it came to the stats. Among at least black adults, 48% of those with at least a 4-year college degree say that they often or sometimes feel the need to code switch compared to other counterparts of different backgrounds. And I feel like as a person that had to do code switching for a very long time and try to cover their country accent along with it, I feel like when it comes to certain people, especially with different accents, you feel the need to do that in order to be taken seriously in certain scenarios, because unfortunately, the people that are hiring and firing are the palm colored folk. So in order to secure the spot, you have to find commonality. You have to make sure they're comfortable. You have to move a certain way, talk a certain way. And it gets exhausting after a while. I had to I feel like now at the age of 29, I stopped giving a fuck a lot. At certain times, not all the time, it might slip that my counterparts might hear like, oh, you have an accent? I'm like, yeah, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But really I do, but I'm not trying to show it up from you guys and like, oh, where you from? Where? I don't feel like answering those questions at the workplace. But I just feel like the way that I talk shouldn't dictate how you view me as a person and what my worth is in the workplace.
Well, I agree, 100%. But at the same time, it's like is code switching is a form of blending in, right? Mm-hmm. Blending into whatever scenario it is, and whether it's black people with code switching or a chameleon trying to blend into its environment, it's a method of survival, right? And if you want to continue to maintain the position you have, you got to continue to survive and thrive in this environment. Same way, like, if a cop is going undercover, he's putting on an act, but he's doing that so he can play the part and survive and do what he needs to do.
Yeah.
Even though we can kind of spot them, but still.
Yeah. If they're doing a good job, you don't spot them. But cops out here,
They all have the same uniform. We kind of see before they talk.
Can I have one weed? Can I have one weed?
We don't even have to see it. They don't have to open their mouth. They already have the same. We see the badge underneath the sleeve. We see the imprint, but
it'd be the outfits for me. The same jeans and top, like
with the backwards cap. Sometimes they switch it up with the do rag, but I see you, bro.
Same baseball jersey, same Yankees baseball jersey.
Right.
Like, come on. But no, if they're doing a good job, if they're good at their job, you won't be able to tell. But same thing code switching. Like, it's a method of survival. It sucks that I got to play this part in order to survive, but that's just how it is.
Yeah, because like even when we worked at the airport, I couldn't wear no green hair, have my piercings and show my tattoos. It wasn't until like I think I was probably like 5 years in when they switched it so we could start wearing our tattoos and stuff. But people they were just making a big deal about the tattoos, and I'm like, like everybody has tattoos.
Doctors have tattoos. Lawyers have tattoos.
Oh yeah.
So,
I seen a doctor with a sleeve.
Yeah, they all got it now.
At the end of my shift, I would like take my nose ring. I was like, "When did you put that in?" I was like, "I've never taken it out."
Exactly, right?
No, but I feel like you said, it's a form of survival. Just being well-rounded. Being able to talk about anything with anybody. Whether it's at work, whether it's in front of like millionaires or whatever. You got to
basically fake it till you make it.
Yeah, or it's not really faking it. It's just being able to just have like.
Oh, I be faking it. I'm sorry.
Different type of conversations. You know what I'm saying? Because even with certain people like where we grew up or who we around, you talk differently with them than we do.
Yeah,
our coworkers.
Yeah.
But sometimes the water cooler talk be so exhausting, especially when it's just like, I don't know about you, but at least in the industry that I'm in, I'm usually one of the only ones in the building, let alone on the team. I am the only one. So I remember specifically during like, after hours of like a meeting, and everybody was, doing a little small talk. And then like one manager that I had was discussing when is her next, Botox appointment. and the intern with our team was just like, I was thinking about getting lip injections. And I'm like, I don't have a dog in this fight because
I can't.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah.
They were just like, but your sin is great. I'm like, because I'm black. But yeah, just different things like that where you kind of have to blend in. Or when they were talking, talk about like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Like, these are the franchises that I watch. But you have to fake it.
Yeah.
Like, what is this show? Oh my gosh. There's so much drama.
Funny enough, I was making TikTok videos about this like a while ago. The topic was pretty heavy about I don't know if you know like these white influencers like Wo Vicky and Catch Me Outside Girl and like
with the fake black scents.
Yeah.
So they were saying like they got fake black scents, right? But I don't think they do, right?
No, they do, because I seen them. I heard Wo Vicky without her country ass accent. I'm this girl, blah blah. The way that she talks is how I'm talking right now.
I'm like, so
she does.
Catch Me Outside Girl, 100%. Like, she don't talk that way everywhere, right?
Of course
but
not.
I don't know. Maybe you guys got to show me the videos, but I've never seen Wo Vicky speak without her country accent.
You need to watch Baddies then, because them girls shook with her to where she's like, oh, I'm gonna pray for you. Oh, what happened to that country ass accent?
Yeah, because to me, she sounds like somebody that just grew up in Atlanta. That's where she's from.
No,
Maybe
But I
need to
met
see
white people that don't sound like that. That's from there.
Well, no.
That have country accents. She's just laying it on real thick with
Atlanta's,
the
but Atlanta's huge, right?
Yeah.
There's some parts that speak differently, some parts like that don't speak that way.
Mm-hmm. True.
So like now, Iggy Azalea on the other hand,
from Australia.
she's from Australia. She's purposely putting on a black accent from like she's from like East Atlanta. Like
that shit sound horrible.
Yeah, they're trying to fit in.
That shit sound horrible.
Baby, do that.
Part of the culture.
Come on, fam.
Yeah.
That probably was all T.I. doing too. She came out under T.I.
Yeah, she can't.
And now she can't stand that man.
Yeah, he probably told her, "You gotta act like this. You gotta act like that."
Yeah. I just brought it up because it just seemed like it was like one of those things that basically I feel like the effects of it, well, they say online, spending more time trying to really think of how to present yourself really like declines on your mental health too, because you constantly have to think about what you got to say, how you got to put on, what you got to put on, how are you conveying towards other people, especially when now if it's like a sprinkle of us, then you can kind of relax a bit. But when it's only you, you have to perform for 8+ hours. That's exhausting.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Trying to figure out how you're going to manipulate the environment around you in order to survive. Yeah, that's probably taxing on your mental health.
Yeah, I would assume so. That's one of the reasons why I'm like I won't pretty much move out of the area. I don't know, for me. I tried it. That shit ain't work out. Nah.
I
Texas didn't.
No, I wasn't even in Texas, man. When I first moved back, I moved to this little town in Jersey, and I was like, yo, it just wasn't for me, man. You can feel everybody kind of looking your way. You know, no, for real, you can feel everybody looking your way.
Who the fuck is this?
You the only motherfucker on a block and shit. You know what I mean? And then like
black on the block.
Yeah, and I'm like, nah, I just couldn't see it. Then if you got kids, like forget about it. They gotta go to that school and shit. Nah, that's uncomfortable, man. They're talking about slavery. Everybody looks for your input.
I feel like when you put black kids in like a predominantly white institution, especially at a very developmental age, I feel like it kind of does a little bit more harm than good.
That's the way I feel.
Off of the strength of they don't see anybody that's like them, administration, children, nobody, and then it's just an awkward, standstill. I do have family members that, of course are black and went through, I wouldn't say private school, but like the good public schools. And they told me some stories like, it's uncomfortable sometimes during, certain subjects.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, if I went through in college, I know you went through in high school and middle school, bro. I know you went through that.
But when I went to high school, it wasn't like predominantly white, but like the classes that I was tested into were. And so it's like, I know I see other black kids, but like I don't see them in my class as much. Like it'd be like 1 or 2 of us. And that shit be annoying.
I definitely get you on that.
Like
one.
they had me in Italian, like learning how to speak Italian. Like why?
Yeah.
Where did you get I wanted to learn how to speak Italian from? Why didn't you put me in a Spanish class?
Too many niggas in there.
Put me in the Spanish class.
Let me ask y'all this, right? Do y'all think black people can be racist?
Not racist, but prejudice.
Definitely. Oh gosh, definitely prejudice.
I think it could be both.
I mean, I feel like, shoot, if a black boss said to a white applicant, I'm not going to hire you because you're white, then, okay, I feel like that might constitute as racism because you're using your prejudices to affect another person's life because of what they look like. So those are, it can happen, but on an everyday stance as a whole,
no.
As a collective.
Yeah. I think there's definitely a difference between like systemic racism and intrapersonal racism.
Yeah.
Right. Racism from person to person. I always hate when a lot of like super duper hotep black dudes be like, oh no, black people, we can be prejudiced, but we can't be racist. Like, but no, like the word prejudice is in the definition of racism. Like, if you're ageist, you're prejudiced against somebody's age. Mm-hmm. If you're prejudiced against somebody with disabilities, that's ableist. Mm-hmm. If you're prejudiced against somebody's race, that's racist. Like, we can't we can't try to pick and choose the word just because it makes black people look bad. Like, no, like if you are prejudiced against somebody because of the color of their skin, whether it's black, white, that's racism.
Yeah.
Like, I get it.
Fans and buts.
I feel like, at least with black people, I feel like there is a reason behind that. It doesn't make it okay? No, not necessarily. But of course, like with the older generation, the reason why that they are, prejudiced or not too keen on interacting is because of generational trauma. They went through a whole bunch of shit. I feel like black people that went through Jim Crow and are still living, I'm gonna give you a pass. Just don't say it out loud. Just keep your thoughts to yourself and just live your life for whatever time you got left. Just keep your thoughts to yourself. I know what you're thinking. Just don't say it out loud in public, Lord. But I know what you went through, so we're not gonna say nothing.
Yeah, that's how I feel about some of my family members. Like, they were born in like the 50s, 60s, and they be having some pretty racist thoughts. But I'm just like, you gotta understand what they grew up in.
Yeah.
Especially being born in the South.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then having to migrate up here is a different feat in itself, which I feel like, once again, the reason why people focus on code switching is to conform and to make sure that they can acclimate. My grandmother actually taught me how to speak correct English because since I'm around her all the time when I was a child, I just had a country accent. I just picked that shit up for some reason, never dropped it, nothing. And she's just like, before you go to this schoolhouse, you better know how to talk or we gonna have a problem. Because I'm not coming over here for you to be getting made fun of because of that accent, because I went through that shit when I came up.
Yeah, that sucks.
So it kind of ties into the generational trauma.
I remember I was talking to my grandma. I told her that like I want to eventually move to Tennessee, and she was like, "No, don't move down there. Like they'll kill you down there." I'm like, "Grandma, there's a lot of black people in Tennessee, right? Like we're living down there. We're thriving. Like Memphis is predominantly black.
Yeah,
but like when she grew up, she's 80-something years old. When she grew up, like no, like." You will die if you go to Tennessee. If you're black in Tennessee. So the thought process is still kind of like racist, but you got to understand where it's coming from.
Right. It's not coming from a malicious place. It comes from a survival place. Yeah. Because they know what they went through, and they're just like, I don't want my children or my grandchildren to go through what I went through. Yeah. And it's just like, Grandma, I have some Caucasian friends. You have Caucasian friends outside of work. Okay, I understand work because we have to work with them, but outside of work, I'm like, yeah, it's possible.
Very.
Yeah, they're actually pretty cool. So a bit of them,
Yeah, I think nowadays it's just so different because everybody kind of mingles. Everybody blends in. Plus, you got social media.
Yeah.
So it gives you a look into like somebody else's life that you never like even knew before. You know what I mean? But
get a peek of the suburbs.
Yeah.
From their, looking on their shit, and they see what Newark is like through our shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, do they shoot over there? I remember. In fucking college, a white person asked me, "Oh my God, you're from such and such place?" I said, "Yeah," and they're like, "Oh, sorry about that." That was me. Oh, no. Sorry about that. I'm like, "Oh my God, were you shot at every day?" I'm like, "Not shot at. Did I hear gunshots? Yeah, but I didn't say that. Just I don't want to give niggas the satisfaction.
Yeah, you feed into the bullshit. Yeah,
I'm not feeding into the bullshit. Did I hear them? Yeah, but I'm not gonna tell you that.
Shot at,
right? Like
I'm like, no, I lived a normal life like you, bitch.
That's crazy.
I went to school like you. We're at the same place. Look at that.
Yeah.
I beat the odds, right?